Alright, welcome back to a little bit of Dungeons of Hinterberg. This is a brand new indie game that just came out. It's like a comic book Zelda come to life. It is fantastic. I've been enjoying it so much. As you can imagine from the name, you're going to be doing a lot of dungeon crawling. But it also has this really cool social element where you get to hang around the Austrian town of Hinterberg, kind of checking in with people. You got a cute little dog there. But you've also got your armor and your swords and all that stuff that you're figuring out. It's really cool. There's a nice story in the background as well. It seems like this has become a tourist hotspot and the mayor has become quite corrupted, so they want things to continue even though the magic is causing massive outpourings of enemies and monsters and earthquakes. But we need to stop this stuff. There's a cool hoverboard. Each dungeon has its own art style. As you can see, lots of blues and teals. This one's kind of like in a fishbowl. And then you've got lots of puzzles and that, even nods to Link to the Past and Mario Galaxy and that. It's really cool. It's on Game Pass as well. I want to give it a shot, but I think we're right near the end right now. Last couple of dungeons, we have to figure. That one's pretty cool as well. It was like Fez. It's cool. Magic and special moves and bosses. We had an incredible boss while we were grinding on a rail on a hoverboard. I mean, what more could you ask for? I've enjoyed the hell out of this one. Really special. Done by a small Austrian team, Microbird. It seems to be their first one as well. Their first little game. Alright. Curve Games being the nice indie publishers. Pretty good. But yeah, there they are. Microbird. Oh, hold on. Hopefully that update hasn't screwed with our save. It hasn't had too many updates, but usually that's what happens. A lot of those teams, when you submit an update, actually cost a lot of freaking money. And say you update something and break something, you gotta update it again. That's more money. Somewhere says each of these console updates, it's somewhere in the tune of like 4,000 or 5,000 per update. Hence why a lot of them tend to want to stick to PC, because PC's like, don't pay for multiplayer, don't pay for updates, don't really pay anything. Steam gets their little cut, that's about it. Okay, cool. So when we left off from this, we had got like an ultimatum from the mayor. Basically, back off, get out of town. We're going to shut down all of your friends' shops and everything. I think the mayor might be in cahoots with the monsters as well. So we've got everything in order that we wanted. We got some potions. We got a new little sword as well. But they've been telling us like this might be your last chance to talk to some people. So we've been talking to this guy, Renoir. He's kind of like a cool Keanu Reeves guy. If you level him up enough, he might give you a sword. So that's what I wanted to do. Let's see if we can do that. Could I have your sword? Left your home to train with monks when you were 16. Sister not appreciated is capable of running the family business on her own. And a bigger destiny. Luisa, something I must give you. Are you free tonight? Oh shit. Hopefully it's the sword. Not something else. Dear God. Okay, cool. Also give them some gifts if you want to buy them. Oh, he doesn't want a gift. Okay. Spend time. That's fine. Alright, let's see what happens. Yeah, some of them will give you like more MP and HP if you chat with them, or access to armor slots, things like that, you know. This guy, some of them will give you their armor as well. This guy will give you his sword if you level it up all the way. He's not a lot. I never thought I'd get to hang out with Marina. She's shoved ice cream there, but he's kind of a lone wolf type, but we're trying to soften him up a bit. I hope they get to do like a sequel. He's probably going to be like, I'm going to settle down here and give up my slaying ways. Yeah. He's probably like, maybe you can have my sword. Yeah, it's the art style is so amazing. It's that comic book cell shaded, but they have so many little nods. Like if the people are in the background there, you see they kind of disappear. Like if you've ever read an old comic, it's really cool how they do that. They just become like outlines and silhouettes. And then you've got like scan lines, and the combat's cool. It's real time. You kind of get pushed into a little battle arena without a load screen or anything. But it can be pretty tough when you fight things above your level, and there's boss fights too. So it's kind of perfect for me, you know. A lot of RPGs nowadays kind of push in the farming side of stuff, and I'm okay with that once it's not the entire focus of the game. But they're definitely, farming is becoming like the new fishing. It's in every game. It's like, Jesus Christ. So I get, the problem with me in farming is, just like it was back in the day in fucking all those farm town games and that, you get sort of second-hand guilt when you're like, oh bollocks, gotta check on my crops and that, you know. And it can just give you anxiety, honestly. That's why I don't really like it that much. I'm more about running off and killing the bosses and doing the story and missions like that. Even when I play a lot of like survival MMOs, and while people sit at home making their bases and their houses and nurturing all the animals and that, and that's really cool. That's just not for me. I don't mind building a house and that, but I eventually have to go out there and do the taming and fight the big monsters and that. I guess it's just old school, new school stuff. Alright, buddy. I want that sword. I wonder will they give us an option to upgrade it though. No, I'll stand behind you. Appreciate it. That's unusually modest of you. Let's do this. Oh, he's a good guy. I love fighting these kind of games because these are the type of teams that will rise up to become huge AA. You know, the next game they might have may actually be a huge Zelda contender, you know. One thing you still lack. Aggression, wealth, sunglasses. It's going to be his sword. That's what it is. Don't hold back now. What is it I'm missing? Gear! A sword befitting a warrior. Yes! May perhaps lack the strength to wield my broadsword, but I have something that will suit you perfectly. What? Sword made for a dancer of death. I call it the Heart Blade. Nice. Menmore gave you his legendary sword. Did he though? He just said I can't have the broadsword. Wielded well. Its priceless. Only one of its kind. Must rest now. So much for you to accomplish tomorrow. Perhaps we can meet again once the world is rid of magic. We can rejoice and share laughter. I should like that very much. Oh. My problem is when you rest, I can't go to the shops then, so I don't know if I'll be able to upgrade it. Will we able to equip it though? That's the question. Day 24. Yeah, this is all coming to a head. There's still a few dungeons left to do, so we got a little bit in us. Nice. Alright, we got loads of renown. We completed the dungeon. Lots of enemies we killed. Should go to bed. We should, huh? Let's see, what are our stats like? Instead of like, you still have HP and MP, but besides that, you have things like renown, amusement, familiarity, and relaxation, which are connected to all of the different people in town. It's a really good idea. So certain things are locked off until you do that. So you got like physical attack and defense and magic and that. It's all that still there. It's just a nice way of, instead of inundating you with stats, you got all this kind of cool stuff. 420 familiarity. Nice. Nice. Alright, we're getting close to the end, so maybe I should conserve. So you can choose to stay up, but you'll lose a little bit of your HP, but you'll gain some other things. So it's kind of clever. So the next day you'll have a little bit of your maximum HP gone. It just comes down to how much do you want to actually do it. But it's not a difficult game. If you fight something above your level, then yeah, it's going to be difficult. But it's not. It's meant to be more chill, but you still have to keep your brain going because these are the dungeons. There's another puzzle, and you've got the combat as well. It's really cool. It's one of those games you'll see in, you know, on Steam or on the Game Pass. You'll be like, oh, that looks kind of cool, and you'll move onwards, not realizing that this is literally the definition of a hidden gem. It's fucking fantastic. Alright, another earthquake. Like I said, all the magic's like building up. Chaotic, creepy. People getting attacked in the street. Yep. They don't seem too fussed about it. We gotta put a stop to this. It really comes down to like her making money off tourism versus like literally keeping people safe. It's almost a bit like Ghostbusters with all the slime. Meow. I wonder how the days work, because it doesn't seem to be on that much of a timer, but the story's moving forward as we get closer to all the dungeons. I wonder how that works. You basically, like, how it works is the morning time, you do the dungeon, you meet with friends, then you come back and you can go shopping and then prepare for the next day and then hang out with friends, and at night time you just sit in there, you have a choice to whether to sleep, conserve your energy, or to lose a little bit of health but stay up late and gain other things. And there'll be like little story moments and that, and all these different people you meet. 4 dungeons left. I can do this. Yeah, we ended up doing like 3 or 4 yesterday, so we can definitely fit these in, I think. Be nice. I've been enjoying this one. I've taken it kind of handy. You know when you play a really great game, you don't want to stop. Alright, so all the dungeons done there as far as we know. This one, we have bizarre towers left. Each area has its own style, like the first one's just kind of normal but beautiful. Then Hinderwald is very autumn. Looks like a painting come to life. Then you've got Kulmstein, which is all winter and a hoverboard and that. It's really cool. And then Brunelstuft, I'm probably pronouncing these all wrong. This one's all swampy and you get to ride around in a kayak from island to island. So it's really cool. Really cleverly done. It's one of those concepts, just like Astrobot that we just played, where it's very simple on the surface, but it's done so meticulously well and so genius in between the things that you might say, I'm like, oh, that seems a bit simple, that seems a bit straightforward. It's done so well. So it's a perfect example of, if you get the simple things right, you can do wonderful things with a creative mind. And I love that. Those are the kind of video games that you'll remember forever. Not the fucking AAA slop every year. These are the ones. They're full of heart and creativity and charm. I fucking love it. Alright, so we're looking for Bizarre Towers. So each area is its own little hub area, full of little quests to do, monsters to kill, tiny little puzzles as well. Then you get into the dungeon itself. It's really fun. Each area has its exclusive magic as well. And it's not just basic like shooting balls of energy. Sometimes you do. But there's things like a twister that you can summon. And then you can ride inside the twister and get through puzzles. Or you can gather up all the enemies and affect them in the corner. Then like the hoverboard, which is for traversal, but can actually be used to grind on rails. And you can leave a kind of a fiery trail behind you. And if you spin it into a circle, it does some damage as well. So I love that they've done that much even with the magic. You know how I feel about most magic in games. It's like, why did they bother? Alright. Music is banging as well. They've hit all the fucking marks on this one. Biddy biddy boo. Nice, yeah, look at this place. You know when you see these kind of games and you're like, oh, that's a nice cutscene, or that's a nice concept art, and the game's actually not going to play or look like that? Well, this is one that just fucking nailed every little part of it. Especially now as we go into fall, this area is perfect. I fucking love indie games. So the magic in this area is the twister, like I said, and we also have a really cool energy beam that can also suck up bombs and throw them at things. These guys are goofy little people that get a bit too much into it, to the tourism side of stuff. They want you to collect monster parts from defeating monsters and sell them to them, and then they'll give you little bonuses, which is nice. Alright, I think we're heading up to that windmill up there. Let me see. Da-da-ba-da-bo. Da-da-ba-da-bo. Da-da-do. Da-da-do. What's this over here? Climbing park, ancient tree. No, we did that one. Looking for. So this is one of the areas. See that one? We were way over there doing that one. That one, ever-changing grove. That was like the lost forest. Area. Behave. Da-da-dum. Da-da-dum. Okay. Apparently it's across this bridge that just formed over here. Some of them are locked behind quests and things like that. So it's very well done. No bugs or anything. It's been really good. There you go, Bizarre Towers. That's the one we're looking for. The 8 kind of works like a number, but also difficulty level. And your difficulty rating is done by your defense and your attack added together. And it's too strong for you, it's too strong. Now I have done some that are way above my level, so don't really fret. Here's some of our magic spells. Pretty cool. We're very strong at this point. But are we strong enough? Nice, that's 2 crits back to back. There's a little Baba Yaga. A lot of the enemies are based on Austrian folklore and the bosses, which is really cool. I gotta give them props for that. Nice, gotcha, bitch. So like the tassel worm, we fought this crazy butterfly witch thing. It was called the Windsprout. Apparently that's based on some monster and a painting as well. And the basilisk, which I think we all know. We've all seen a basilisk or two in video games. This one was based on the European version, instead of it being a snake, which is more Asian and Indian. The European version is like a cockatrice, which is like a giant rooster demon thing you might have seen them in Witcher. Kind of like that. Dun-dun-dun. Resonant body armor. Okay, cool. So yeah, you've got a good bit of armor and gear and things you have to deal with. Oh yeah, the hard blade. Here we go. Oh, that's a huge chunk. I should have equipped that. Yeah, see, it has 3 slots for upgrades, but we can't do that now. So wait till we go back. It's all good. Oh, is that better than what we have? Not really, actually, no. 45 and 23 seems better, though. So this is where I don't really get that side of it. It said it's supposed to be higher. Magical body armor resonates with your social stats. Okay, let's see what this heart blade looks like. Is it like the one he had? Yeah, it kind of is. It's a smaller version. Very cool. That's sweet. Yeah, these parts are like little meditation spots. They will actually heal you, but they spend the rest of the day. So when you're in these areas, once you do a dungeon, it kind of takes up that part of the day and sends you home. So you gotta be careful and make sure you're done looking around and doing all that stuff. It has a little bit of a structure like that, you know. You're not on a timer per se, but there is kind of gated. But I've done things where I've skipped days and that. I don't think that's a big a deal. I bet you could go into day 30 or day 40. Alright. Enter the dungeon. It tells you, it'll say, time will advance, you see. It's not trying to be mean. It's quite a chill game, actually. But I'll keep an eye on these guys. Microbird. I hope it does well for them. Like, obviously, going into PS Plus or Game Pass gets them a fat check, you know. But that doesn't mean it's all fucking rosy. You know, that's not how that works. You gotta keep your doors open for, you know, the foreseeable future. That's the hardest part. Like, most of a studio's costs go into salaries, you know. There's no doubt about it. And then if you're like creating a concept that might never be a game, that's time spent. And then if you're R&Ding, which like research and development of a possible new game or a new engine, that eats into costs tremendously. It's like some say that some of these big AAA guys, like Capcom's RE engine, that the cost of the tune of $25 million if you take into account of all the bodies on it, salaries, time, effort, all that stuff. Isn't that crazy? That engine is something else. I much prefer the RE engine over the Unreal Engine. Then when indies usually use Unity, but there was a lot of trouble there, so these days they use this newer one called Godot Link. Oh, look at this one. It's going to be kind of isometric, isn't it? My god, zooming out like crazy. It's Metal Gear Solid 3's ladder. I like every dungeon does a little bit something different. I love it. Now we're going isometric. Very cool. So this must be the one we saw. It had been called Bizarre Towers. I would assume it's definitely bizarre. Ah, cool. Yeah. So this one's the one like Fez, like I was talking about. There was one like Mario Galaxy where we were kind of running around along these open areas that were kind of in a globe. And oh, look at that. Yeah, so there's a chest there. We have to move it back. Okay, cool. Doing some gravity bending. I love it. Nice. So clever. And you see, you have a really great creative mind. The bunny blade. And then you just hone in on that. It's not good right now. You'll have some really fucking genius people at work. Good for them. Ah, okay. I've only been stuck like once or twice in the puzzles. They're not that bad at all. Most of it kind of, I end up finding a different way of doing it. Or it feeds into itself. Now see that coin, Bizarre Tower? Each dungeon has a commemorative coin, which is usually a secret chest. Now that one was pretty straightforward, but some of them are very difficult where you're kind of going out of bounds sometimes. You don't realize it's actually the right way. So yeah, I've only got stuck like twice. You know me, I'm not great at puzzles. I don't mind admitting that, it's just pure honesty. We all have different brains, so some of us think logically while others think like more physics, you know, like physics based. You're like, well, I understand what this means. This guy. I think we need a bomb for this. Do we have any bomb? Was there a bomb plant down there? There's the bomb plant. Okay, so we have to get it right where with the bomb. plant is in the right way. Nice. Those almost feel like freebies, little gimmies at the start. I like this. I think that basilisk was my favorite boss. I couldn't get over what they were actually pulling off. I actually had more fun than that than some of the stuff in Zelda Skyward Sword, which is still a good game, but my goodness, even with the... Can I move that way? No, okay. Even with the update, it was still lacking a little. It's good for lower, but oh, Jesus. Alright, so we have to try and get to that middle one. That's it. Moves it that way, but we can't go that way, right? I tried. Then it's blocking that. Okay, I see. I see. Nice. I was playing a little bit of that Core Keeper because that's on Game Pass too. But people wanted me to play it, so it was like it's pretty fun. Like it's definitely got that kind of Terraria mixed with stuff. One thing I do see, like it must have nearly 15 or 16 bosses, and that makes me very happy. So I was playing Minecraft back at the day pretty early, you know, when I first came to Xbox 360. So this was about, I want to say like 2011, 2012 or something like that. Maybe, no, it might even be further back than that. And, oh Jesus, it's straight off the edge to me dead. Forgot about that. And it was always fun, like it's digital Lego, but it was always missing something for me and couldn't quite figure it out. And I realized that I'm so old school, I need my combat and bosses. And I know Minecraft has it a little bit, but you know, a couple of creepers and mobs like that just ain't gonna do it for me. But then that's when I found Don't Starve, a play entertainment game, which is really, really fun. Quite difficult. That one, when it goes nighttime, you're insta-killed, so you can't let that happen. Can't let your fire go out. They've supported that game, I think it was nearly over 10 years. They're a great company, Clay. They made like the game Pyre, Oxygen Not Included, Mask of the Ninja, Don't Starve, you know. Great guys. I don't know what they're at now. They love messing with different genres. Jeez, we almost one-shot him. Nice. So yeah, that kind of scratched that itch. I enjoyed parts of Terraria, but as time goes on, those kind of games really did need more people. And Core Keeper has that vibe to it as well. It's like, yep, I see all the trappings, pretty fun. My God, does it need a... You need a group so you can get your base going. Just to save some time, really, honestly. Nice, got these Alice in Wonderland style doors. I love it. Got the Penrose steps all over again. So let's see, this is kind of breaking my brain right now, I'm not gonna lie. You're breaking my brain back to you. Okay, so push that. Ah, now we get a chest. Jeez, I love video games. It's weeks like this and Space Marine doing well. It's sad about Concord, but it needs to be a message sent like that, you know. They all need I was talking about this. They all need a humbling every now and then. It's not up to us to support dumb ideas. And trying to beat Overwatch, you know, taking 8 years to beat something that Overwatch is not even that big anymore. It's still big, but you're like competing with fucking 5+ things. Oh. Could I hit that from inside, maybe? I can't hit it at all now. No. Man, that is brain breaking. So yeah, a lot of these companies, Bethesda had their humbling moment with Fallout 76, and CD Projekt Red had theirs with Cyberpunk. You know, they were getting a bit high and mighty after Witcher 3. It was an amazing game, but it was like, calm down now, lads. Like, Witcher 2 was a great game too. But it's just, it's between us treating them like rock stars, you know, and then a lot of money. And that's a bad, potent combination, as you can see with most streamers and YouTubers. It corrupts. It corrupts. Even if it's something simple as just not going full sociopath, but lacking apathy because you're kind of mentally checking out, that can be just as harmful. Can we grab one from here? No. Let's see. Doubt it. Can we go anywhere from here? Nope. I think what we do is we just grab one and then cancel, let it stay on the floor, move it around, blow it up that way. Nice! Kind of got ourselves blown up there, but that's okay. Oh, I see a chest over there. I get to have it. This is cool. Nice. I'm expecting these last 4 dungeons to be quite interesting, and so far they're not disappointing with this one. I was gotta save the best for last. Okay. How in the name of God? Alright, nice and easy. Just get the chest to begin with. Nice, we're getting a lot of orange legendary stuff at the end. Okay. We definitely need to try and hit. Oh, I think we're gonna try and hit that from here now, maybe? Yes! Okay, now just reverse. We did come back that way. Okay, but there's 3 doors now. You just have to hope that this door will take us to the new platform instead of back where we came. No, it took us back where we came. So that must mean that there's another door somewhere. It must be another door. Because these 2 are connected, so that one down there must be connected to its own door. I think I see it already. I see it on the other side of this platform. Yas. Yas, bitch. Okay. Let's do that. Bring this over there, and we go through that door. Lovely. Yeah, pretty straightforward. They don't want you to be just completely brain broken, and I'm glad for that. Because, you know, I see people and they're playing, you know, great puzzle games like Ribbon and Witness and you know, even just normal puzzle games, and I'm like, you clearly, your brain works vastly different than mine. And it's great to see that. Nice. Get them all. Ooh, you cheeky bitch. Gotta get rid of these guys as quick as possible. We got a little plant shooting poison in the middle. We'll have TGS coming up at the end of the month, which is Tokyo Game Show. Usually a wonderful celebration of everything Asian. All those amazing games. We're going to hear from a new Yakuza game. I hear Level 5 have 2 games to show off. Those are the guys who make Ni no Kuni and that, so they also do Yokai Watch and a few others, but I'm hoping there might be a new Ni no Kuni because it's been a few years. And then PlayStation have their PS5 Pro to show off, and Nintendo are picking their time to show off the Switch 2, which I can't wait. Like, I love my Switch. I've got so much time out of it, but it's an ancient piece of technology at this point. We need a new one. We're supposed to have backwards compatibility for the Switch 2, so I'm here for that. Oh, there's the end of the dungeon. Just have to get there. Nice. Definitely more interested in a Switch 2 than a PS5 Pro. PS5, like, I guess we should do that here. So we'll have to get out a complete dungeon. I wonder, can we still get that chest though? Bam! It's not been a great generation for the Xbox Series X or PS5. It just hasn't. There's no anyone sugarcoating that shit is just fucking copium, you know. It's been very weak. Like, Astrobot's great, and obviously the next year is going to be pretty dry. But the 3 years after that, until the PS6. That'll be very good, you know. Like, Sony tends to do that. They have a dry middle area, and then they really bottleneck the end of their generations, you know. Like, that's where we got, like, fucking The Last of Us and all them. It's because games are just too high budgets and take too long to make. Sony are massively guilty of that. They need to drive those budgets down. So I think Astrobot only took like something like 20 million or something to make like that, and it was done with like 40 people in 3 years or something. It's still like crazy when you think about just throwing about money, but when you look at Spider-Man 2 being 350 million, I'd rather 10 fucking Astrobots than another Spider-Man. That's just me. People don't like to hear that stuff, you know. I think it's blasphemous, but you won't argue with blind Marvel fans. Ain't nothing wrong with liking something, especially comic book movies, but you can't fucking critique them and you can't figure out what the fuck is wrong with these things, and you just end up being a blind fanboy. Alright, let's see. So we need that, and then we need the other one, okay. It's hard to get back. And this. Did that already, but then I can't get back. No shabama. There are 3 layers now. God damn it. That's still a dead end over here. Unless I can come up here somewhere, can I? No. Just what I was saying, it's the easier ones to get you. I need to turn this, maybe, no I can't, I don't think I can move that way either. You get stuck down there. Son of a bitch. Unless, can I get up somewhere? They're messing with me. I think we need to use our magic tool in here. No, it just feels like a glitch. Anything else down here? No, it's just a fight. I need to be able to use. Let's get back with that from that door. Thinking there's something I'm missing, something. Can we climb on any of these walls here? Sneaky, sneaky. Can we get back over here? Alright, maybe I can shoot these to turn them now? No.
Yeah, but I was this close.
I think I was just chatting away and I got fucking lost. No, none of that will take you back. You can't jump only off ledges with auto jump. French animated cartoon Oggy and the Cockroaches premiered 26 years ago. Damn! I didn't know it was French. I love Augie and the cockroaches. Zoe, 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 Zoe. Another one of those great ones where it could just be translated to like 80 fucking countries because there's no translating to do. Set. What the fuck am I missing here? Hey service, how's it going amid? Hello, hello. How you doing? What you doing? Is it hot where you're at? You be doing some hiking this weekend? So hot the last 2 weeks, yeah. For real. Why the fuck was I brain farting that? Just going around in a circle. It's annoying. Oh, I keep doing that. Every game has to change their controls just ever so slightly, and one makes you go faster than another game. Fuck shop. Why the hell was I brain farting that? Don't ask. Don't ask. We played some Astrobot before this. I didn't want to like bite off more than I could chew, so we finished the first level, which took about first world, sorry, which took about an hour, and we did the secret levels. It is so special. It's such a special game. It really is like a Mario Galaxy, you know. It's really great. You got your little hub world. We had our little boss. Just everything about it. Definitely an evolution of the little playroom, the little free thing, you know. I'm so glad it's well deserved. Nice price on it as well. It's only 60. All of those PlayStation 5 only games are usually 80 here, which I'm kind of not happy with. So not. The thing is, like, I don't care if prices go up or down. Just present value, you know. This thing of just raising prices, raising the console prices, you're not presenting value. It's just blaming it on inflation, which is a fucking business's wet dream. Where we're like, you mean we can just raise the price of stuff and blame it on inflation? I don't give a fuck if you have to give us a giant Microsoft PowerPoint sheet of things, you know. Tell me why things are more expensive. Tell me why. Otherwise, it's all a crock o' shit. Crock o' shit. So I think Renoir's done. So these last few days, you're gonna have to pick people to hang out with carefully to get the most out of it. We should try and get like more MP points than that. Big sortiment, big discounts. No, dodge stamina, rare attack, charm slot increase, rare attack. I think Sam, yeah, MP slot increase. We should do that. I need more MP badly. Let's see if he's here. Can we hang out with Sam? I don't think so. So they do this thing where it's just random. Yeah, he's not here, I don't think. We got Marina, Klaus. Yeah. No sign of him. It sucks. Yeah, we're almost finished this game. I thought it'd be nice to finish it. It's been so special. In the jungle, the mighty jungle. So Space Marine 2 is out like now for early access people. But it's not out until next week for normal people. I don't really abide by the early access stuff. I think it's a lot of bollocks. It's another pre-order bonus bullshit. I know I did it with Star Wars Outlaws. That was just because I got it with Ubisoft Premium. So it was more of a It's there, might as well kind of thing. Not that I have to pay anything extra for it. I didn't give Ubisoft a cent more than I had to. Same way I feel about Activision and EA. Honestly, I'd be 50-50 on Black Ops 6 if it wasn't on the Game Pass. There you go. I like to play one shooter a year in the holidays. It's like a tradition, you know. Black Ops 6 looks cool, especially the zombies. But trust me, if they announce that they're releasing all the old CODs on Game Pass, I'd rather play all the campaigns of them. But to each their own, you know. To each their own. To each their own. Okay, so let's see. I want to see who we can hang out with. So we've only got a few last days of the game. I don't know if it'll like just end the game or what. Not that big a deal. It'd be nice just to get. So he could give me an MP slot increase as well. Let's see. Let us see. Marina will give you 2 HP slots if you finish up her stuff. Oops. Oh no, I keep pressing everything but the right button. Ain't that the way it just goes down, down. Where are you? Marina down here. Oh, I have 2 to do for her. It does faster attack conduit charge. Try to get mainly just HP and MP at this point. Getting up, getting high, getting down, getting on. Whoa. Alex will give you 1 HP slot, 3 charm slots. Dang. Let's see if Albert is here. We kind of do need the MP because I've noticed. Is he gone as well? Travis is gone. He's usually hanging around here somewhere. Henning. Damn you, Albert. Albert. All the people I needed are not there. Son of a bitch. The battle cry. Okay, we can go down and talk to her. Let's make sure and put some of the new charms and that into our new sword that we got. Probably the last sword you'll ever need, right? Exactly. Wanted to hike, but this weekend's supposed to be storm brewing. Ah, shite. Is it like one of those heat thunderstorm things? And it's like, well, it's not going to be rainy. It's just pure heat. What causes that? Yeah, windy as fuck. Up to 40 kilometers. Yeah. It's not worth it. You'd have people fucking climbing Crow Patrick here. It's like a weird religious pilgrimage when you do it in your bare feet, you know. It can be ridiculous. People have to be like airlifted off it as well. We don't have many big mountains here. Even our highest one, it's not really like safe like that. So a lot of people don't bother with it, you know. Can I compare this? Upgrade, equip. Oh, here we go. I can see it. No, I can't. Is it better than what we have? Ever so slightly. Go on, so. And then enchant your sword. Enchantments, I have to scroll all the way down as well as Heartblade, right? Yeah, okay, cool. So this one is 3 slots. We didn't usually get that. Let me check. I might have to take the other ones out. No, maybe they'll let me do it here, will they? Enchantments currently equipped. Yes. Lovely. Yeah, the crit rate up actually really good. Physical attack boost, crit damage up, magic attack, 8 physical attack, 4 magic. Ooh. That'll do, little pig. Okay. Nope. Let's go talk to this chick down here. She's always training. She's got this badass one-handed axe doing flips and stuff. Nice. Black Ops 6 open beta this weekend. Oh yeah, this is the open one. It'll be interesting to see after the closed beta. Everyone's just been freaking out and loving the capture. You can take people hostage in the multiplayer, and it turns on proximity chat from Warzone. So people have been like pretending to fuck each other in the corner and everything. And you won't find like closeted fucking gay people or straight people, closeted fucking straight people more than in a Call of Duty match. Hence why they use slurs and all that stuff when they were kids. It's like, it's okay, you're probably just hiding stuff. Nothing screams that kind of stuff more than that, you know. Well done. Congratulations. So everybody has just been fucking each other in the corner. I don't know about you, but that's the same with like fucking numbnuts Aiden Ross. All that kind of queer baiting, gay baiting stuff is just says more about you than any of the jokes you're trying to do. Clearly, you're having some weird fucking thoughts. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean weird as in it's weird to what you're normally doing. Jesus Christ. It cracks me up though. So they're all just going to do that now. It's like little YouTube clips and that, you know. Like, when the dish start being funny again? We're living in 2007 forever. You just wait for the next generation to mature a little bit and then they replace the same idiots. Good God. The proximity chat tends to just be abused. You know what happens. Like even Warzone, you're getting like 10% funny moments and the rest is just slurs and racism and shit. It won't change. Nothing like that will ever change unless you get rid of the anonymous factor on the internet, and then no one will use it. The spiral splitter. Nice. This is getting used to some of the little people in town. This one, she seems like a stereotypical kind of homebody, where she's like 14 jobs in the same town. Nice. I want to play the zombies. I think that could be a true evolution. It is just kind of open area, open world, but I think this year's zombies might actually be that kind of MMO style zombies we've been looking for. Not an MMO that's not an MMO. Does that make any sense? Like what that Day Before was trying to do. What a pile of shit. And eventually what State of Decay 3 will be. They seem to be working hard on that. They're going to do the last update for State of Decay 2. State of Decay 2 is another one like No Man's Sky where they've just been updating it for like 7 years, you know, which is really impressive. But how much is too much where you're actually cutting into the probability of just doing a sequel? I think like every game maximum should only get like maybe 1 or 2 years worth of content. Like do your season pass or whatever, do your expansion and just cut it off, you know. I know that doesn't work for live service games, but maybe that's why we have too many live service games. Like I don't think there's a single person at Epic working on Fortnite that actually enjoys their job. It just feels so lifeless and soulless and dead. But here's Marvel again, you know, here's another store reset. Half of it's just been completely automized as well. Like we found out that the store picking the picks for the store every day is all randomized algorithm through an AI bot. So what are people actually doing at Epic? I don't know. Making more skins, I guess. It must be the easiest fucking job ever. Just pretend to look busy while Tim Sweeney walks by. That's half of dev stuff. And then the other half is doing things like environmental artist work, which can really feel like a thankless, feckless job where you're just coloring in rocks and making benches and chairs and stuff. It's pretty fucked up. We don't appreciate things like that enough. We just go, wow, the graphics are so nice or something. What the fuck does that even mean? The average gamer doesn't know what the fuck that means. You just go, the graphics are nice. We've been saying that shit since we were a kid. We don't have a clue what we're talking about. People could say the graphics are nice and it could be a Lego game, and people say the graphics are nice and it'd be like a photorealistic Naughty Dog game or something. Or Red Dead Redemption. What the fuck does that mean? So the word graphics is like, we've definitely reached a point in life where half of our vocabulary right now means nothing. Like what the fuck? Woke has been used so much it means nothing now. Even these dumbass fucking racist and hiding using the word woke, they don't actually know what it means anymore. It's lost all meaning. Jeez. Then you got half of them with no vocabulary because they're afraid to go into school because of shooters, and then they'll treat their teachers like shit, and the teachers don't want to be there, so no one's getting an education. And then you got half of them on fentanyl and now whippets with the fucking galaxy gas or whatever it's called. And they're all fucking overdosing and passing away, finding new ways to die. It's fucked up. It really is. What the hell is going on? We need a reset. We need a cultural reset. We need a brain reset. And it starts with getting rid of fucking governments force feeding us opinions and ways to think, you know. That won't happen. That's the first thing I would do. But like, the first thing I'm going to do as leader is to abolish all governments and abolish my position. Good night, everybody. It's like what the guy did in Argentina. He's just like, fuck, the economy's fucked, the country's fucked. I'm gonna clean out this entire fucking cabinet of politicians and then resign. That's the best thing they ever did. Anyway, here's what it is. I look around in circles talking about that stuff. You can't fix the world, but it's definitely up to the people and up to the communities to treat each other a little bit better. It won't happen. Ghost Runner 2 got a new DLC called Endless Mode where you ride the motorcycle. Hey, nice. I got Endless Runner, is it? Great games, those. There we go. I definitely am one of those guys that I use video games as escapism. So I definitely don't want politicians and politics in my games. I mean that in both ways. I don't want to see politicians on Twitch streaming with people. Get the fuck out of here. You stupid fucking hanger-on mooching cunts. What I don't get is why do that? Half of the people that you're going after are not of the voting age. You're trying to win over people that can't vote for another 5 to 10 years. Which by then you'll either be completely out of office or can never be voted for again because of a first or second term, you know? So what the fuck are they doing? They're so dumb. They're so dumb. Oh my lord, they're dumbasses. They think they're going to be like, I streamed with Trump today, mommy. Will you vote for him? Do you think that's what's going to happen? Do you? Or maybe the 5 or 10 people that are over the age of like 35 that might vote for these people. It's so stupid. Really dumb. Dummy dum-dums. Anyway. Fuck, man. The quicker this election year stuff is over, the better. It goes for all these. We're on the same trajectory over here in Ireland as well. It's like, please, can we just stop? Oh, I wonder can I do this? This one might be locked as well. But there is one where we need to take this helicopter to fly over to an island. That one, I think. Don't know if we're going to be able to do it. Let me see. Hello, sir. It's got to do with, we need like someone to vouch for us. But we also need renown. Hinterberg Eagle Club would like to invite you to join our association. Nice. That was easy. Ride a helicopter for free. Nice. Floating dungeon. Let's go. Yeah, video game stuff. Like, we have a thriving industry, but there's still so much greed and companies going way too far and then shutting things down. Like, I think when games don't do well, the first on the chopping block should be the head ups, but it never is. Like, whose responsibility was it whether something like a Concord should work or not? It's the fucking game director, it's the CEO, right? Or Suicide Squad. Who told them to make that instead of another Arkham game? It's the fucking leaders, you know? You can't blame the developers, they're just the artists and grunt work, you know? They're doing the best they can. They're always the first to go. Damn, this mage ain't no joke. Look at this guy. Looks like Phantom of the Opera. I am the Phantom of the Opera inside your mind. That's tough. We got a ranged, we got a mage, and we got this guy just pile driving us. Not cool, bro. Nice. This guy's basically like Wicker Man. We have to fight this thing called Windsprout. Did you ever hear that one, Amid? Windsprout. Looks like a butterfly god thing. Then we have to fight a basilisk. But it was more like a chicken, a rooster, rather than a snake. We're all so used to snakes. Hell yeah. I think Astrobot will definitely be in some of the running for Game of the Year. I think it's looking like something like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Black Myth Wukong, Astrobot for Game of the Year. Honestly, just how things have been going and just the state of the world. I would really like Black Myth Wukong to win it. Does it deserve to win it? For overall package, probably not, no. But it's very close between those three. I think Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I still think it's a hell of an accomplishment. There's massive chunks of the game that are very similar to itself, but just as an achievement, it is fucking incredible. I know that's probably biased because I love Final Fantasy VII, but I actually love 6 more than 7 for the entire story. 7 is such an important event. I played it before Final Fantasy VI, but when I went back then and tried to pick, it's very hard to get them in Europe at the time, but trying to pick up all those older games, you have to do things like Final Fantasy Origins, which was a weird PlayStation 1 collection of the old games, and Final Fantasy Anthology was another one. Oh, they got some money out of me, I'll tell you. But yeah, it's very hard to get those because 6 was called Tree as well and all that stuff. But no, 6 is just special. The graphics are obviously vastly different, but it's the best sprite-based RPG we've ever got. I think in terms of pacing and that, and story a little bit, maybe Chrono Trigger probably takes a little bit of the cake. But 6 is if Chrono Trigger is one great movie or an episode, 6 is the best season of a show you've ever, there's just so many stories and everything is just wonderful. Alright, how do we start the lasers though? We're trying to do a constellation up there, you see that? User. This. That. Okay. We need to get, can't turn this one, but we need to get the laser up there. Is there any news I might have missed about Spider-Man 2? Yeah, I don't know, here's the thing. Insomniac are extremely pissed off right now. They're a team that is hurt. They're really, really hurt. And I don't blame them. I think that's the right way. How do you set off the laser? Me? Oh. So they don't really want to do anything right now. I knew it was right, I just couldn't hold it in place. Yeah, they don't really want to do anything right now. They don't even want to do Venom or Wolverine or anything. Because not only did the next 10 years of their games get fucking leaked by some scumbag ransomware team, hacker pieces of shit, little 15-year-olds, and the balls haven't dropped and they think they're fucking anonymous, Not only did that happen, but they also had a huge build of Wolverine leak, which is far and away close to finish. Sadly, it's all it takes, and people immediately shat all over it, saying it's a pile of crap. And it was very rough. So that team just not happy. Most of their answers on Twitter now have been extremely snarky and very tight-lipped, just you can feel the vitriol and anger. I don't blame them. It spoiled everything. They also said we wouldn't get another Ratchet and Clank till 2028, 2029, which shows you the power of Marvel. And it's exactly what I didn't want happen to Insomniac, because Insomniac to me are top 3 developers out there. They have a wealth of genre experience, which I think is far more important. They have more genre experience than Naughty Dog, If you give me a studio that can make 18 of the same first-person shooters versus a team that can make 18 different style games, you know which one I'm going to pick, the one that can do different styles. That's why I'm saying when you see a team that's able to switch up genres and still do great things, even indie devs like Supergiant, that make Hades and Transistor and Bastion and that. Insomniac are great at doing that, with first-person shooters with Resistance, we've third-person shooters and grinding adventure games like Sunset Overdrive. We've got Ratchet and Clank for the mascot platformers, even Fuse was in there as kind of, I know it's not well received, but it was kind of a co-op third-person shooter. And the list goes on. These guys are fucking amazing. And now we have you know, comic book movies or comic book games that are very well received. I knew I'd go back on the wrong one. So those kind of devs need to be handled with care and beloved. Another one is Obsidian on the Xbox side. Those guys do amazing stuff. They do lots of genres. They made South Park Stick of Truth, Fallout New Vegas, Pentiment, Pillars of Eternity. They're making Avowed. The list goes on and on and on. Just really, really special. It's not easy to do that, you know. A lot of devs, what they'll do is they'll make a new game in their long-running series and add in a first-person section, or add in vehicles or some shit, you know, and you're like, oh god, these mini games are rough. And those mini games aren't just for your enjoyment, they're also to let a team finally test things out, and more importantly, test the waters, see what people think, see what works, what doesn't work, what the fans like, what the fans hate, you know. It's a very hard thing to do. That's why I think most studios should be allowed to make small indie-sized projects, you know, along with giant, you know, AAA bombastic experiences. It really lets them flex their creative muscles, you know, the hi-fi rushes of the world, and things like that. And Insomniac kind of been bottled into just Marvel games. They'll make the best games ever, but it'll be a way to kill creativity. You know, you'll get Padme out there, this is how creativity dies. Making 14 fucking Spider-Man games and Wolverine and shit. But if it sells, it sells. But I would argue that it's not selling that well. They're doing great numbers, but at a nasty budget of 325, 350 million per, and most of that going back to Marvel. I don't know about you, but that's not good returns at all. All it takes is one of those games to fail, and that company is doomed. I never want to see Insomniac go away. They've been around 25 plus years. Alright, this needs to be done in one swoop while you're on the hoverboard. Easier said than done because you can't really stop. Anyway, yeah, so with the Spider-Man DLC, like, as far as I know, dude, it still exists, you know? It's not Venom. Venom was its own DLC, but became a game. The Spider-Man DLC was part of the leak. And it's not part of the Great Web. They're working on a multiplayer game. Basically, Sony got every single one of their studios to make a live service game. We'll see how that's worked out. So we've had things like The Last of Us Factions 2 cancelled, Spider-Man The Great Web, which was a multiplayer Spider-Man game with normal Spider-Man, Peter Parker, Miles Morales, but then into the Spider-Verse stuff, Spider-Gwen. Looked great. It looked fucking amazing. Then we had a Twisted Metal game. That's gone as well. That was going to be a live service multiplayer Twisted Metal game. That would have been amazing. The list goes on and on. Foolishness, but somehow, and we still have things to prove, like Marathon, Jade Raymond's game Fair Games, which is a multiplayer heist game. We saw how Payday's doing, and yeah, I don't have much hope for that game. Jade Raymond is amazing as well. She's up there with Amy Hennig. She's the original creator of Assassin's Creed. Back when it had, you know, ideas and heart, you know, the original blade in the crowd, not like this religion, this area, this cookie cutter based stuff, you know, the original blueprints, you know. Now she has her own studio and she's working for Sony. But if her first game breaking out on her own is going to be a live service schlop, God help us all. It's just a nasty trend that needs to die. Nice. Anyway, so the DLC is supposed to be about like carnage and stuff, as far as I've been told. Instead of leaving that for Venom, it's supposed to be a little nod we got. We'll see. There was also mention of Lasher as well. There was another symbiote. Nice. I think that one was meant to tie into the new movie Venom: The Last Dance, possibly. Lasher. What we really want is Null, you know, K-N-U-L-L, Lord of the Symbiotes. But he's too big for that movie. He's too big for the MCU right now. He's up there with like Thanos and Mephisto. You know, he's a you know, a world cosmic ending kind of thing. Beyond multiverses and that. We had a boss like this on the grind rails. It was a basilisk. It was so much fun. We had to shoot his eyes out and things like that in a normal fight, and then more grind rail stuff. That's just one level, you know. It's But you'd have a second attempt to do it if you didn't get it on the first try. That's cool. See, they don't want you to be stressing. This game is just pure love. You could even go back and do it again if you had a bit of trouble. Pretty cool looking. That's that way. So where was the door then? But I hope for the best. There's still time. The current trajectory is we're meant to have a state of play by the end of this month, probably the last week, somewhere around the 26th, because they like Thursday, I believe. I'm really sure most of it's Tuesday or Thursday. And that's going to be like sort of, here's a look ahead to the future. Not everything, but we can show you now and kind of get people hyped. And then they're going to do a smaller event for the PS5 Pro, which I think is still on track for a November release. Now, in between all that, they're kind of warring for space and with Nintendo right now that want to show off their Switch 2. I believe some of the rumors is actually just for a new OLED model. That's right, yes, we're like less than fucking 8 months away from the launch of the Nintendo Switch 2 and they're still doing new OLED models. That's these Japanese companies for you, man. They will milk you dry. They'll put out new Switches after the Switch 2 comes out. Guaranteed. Because that shit sells. Okay. These are the only ones we can move. So yeah, I hope for the best, you know. I'm with you on that. So much time has passed. They've been very tight-lipped on it anyway. If it still exists, if they're still happy to go ahead with it, we should still get it before the year's out. And trust me, they would no problem doing something like a state of play for the end of the year or the end of the month, and then having a few games literally within weeks of that. So we'll see. I just feel bad, like, yeah, Insomniac are amazing. I wish them all the best. I hope they have another 20 years ahead of them. I just don't want it to be in the minds of Marvel. I know you like your Marvel games, but take a fucking break and read a book or something every once in a while. Put something else into your brain besides schlop. There's far better stories out there. And then, you know, they shouldn't be the only ones doing it. There's around 12 Marvel games coming. They're not all from Insomniac, but at least 2 of them are coming from them. There's supposed to be like a Punisher game coming. And then we have 2 Captain America games and 2 Black Panther games coming. It's like I think that's YouTube. I don't know why the bot doesn't pick that up. Alright, this looks like it's going nowhere. But it has to be that one. And how about you? Let's see. Need you there. And the second way is no good, so I'm just going to turn it this way. That sounds good. Bop bop. Bop bop. Then it does not feed the laser down this way. But this laser feeds it up here, so I think if I shoot my laser here, it should be enough. See? Mama didn't raise no fool. I just became one slowly over time. Good job, look at that. Let's save there, because I'm stupid. Stupid. How's it going, DPG? Yeah. Fucking shucks. So that's kind of what's been going on with them. They're quite hurt. They're not taking it out on the player or anything. It's just team morale is very low at Insomniac, even with a massive success like that. It's basically like any kind of hype they had has been taken away. But in reality, even with that leak, I think the fan base are still extremely hyped. You know, they want Wolverine and Venom and Spider-Man 3 and they want whatever else they can bring along the way, you know. New Ratchet and Clank. No doubt like a Wolverine 2 as well. It's just the way to go about it. Honestly, they have the opportunity now to do the best thing ever, which is to... these are like the Mario Galaxy type areas. They can change all that around, you know. They're like, oh, you think this is our leaked, you know, fucking portfolio for the next 10 years? What I want to see them do is, you know, put some love into Sunset Overdrive, because it's such a great little project and I hate to see it just be dead forever. And then, yeah, do whatever they want with Ratchet and Clank. And then some new IP, you know. And then, yeah, do your Marvel stuff. And then give a bit of love to their old IPs, too. We're all desperately in need of some good shooters from Sony, not of the live service kind. But things like Killzone, SOCOM, and Resistance are just kind of, you know, waiting for some love. Infamous, Sly Cooper, Siphon Filter, Days Gone. Weird little bastards. Even old random shit like Papa the Rapper and Gravity Rush. There's so much. That's Sony president saying that they don't have enough IP. Clearly he's absolutely shit at his job, knowing the company he works at. My god, this is difficult. Because you can't jump, you see. These bastards just keep popping off. Are you setting them off, you little cunt? But yeah, I mean, I would expect next year to be pretty dry for Sony. It'll be as dry as this year was. If you think this year was dry, I don't think it was that dry at all. You know, what they did was what Sony do best, which is we're missing a few games here. Let's just buy exclusivity, including the Black Myth Wukong stuff, which is very messy, very shady, messy stuff. It's basically, that is true, which we think it is. It's circa 2014 where Microsoft bought exclusivity to the rise of the Tomb Raider type stuff, you know. I get it, fill out your portfolio, make sure your fans are happy, but shortchanging the other guy might be just business, but it's shitty business. It's slimy shit. They all do it, I know they do it. Doesn't make any of it right though. Especially when you have so many dormant IP there and you keep closing fucking studios. You know? Can I not just hit these myself? No. Is that enough? It'll be done at the same time. Interesting. What's this one? Where is this one point? What the fuck's that pointed at? Is it blocking something? Weird. Must be a reason for that. The Days Gone guys, yeah, like pretty much. So the reason why everything's going to be a little dry for Sony is because of the live service stuff. So even if it never gets released, you've still eaten that cost and eaten the time, more importantly. Like Sony will just throw money at things, and it's the way it should be. But it doesn't matter how much money you throw at things when it's a timing issue, you know? That's the problem. Okay, they just instantly close, okay. Alright. So you won't get that time back. So next year I would expect, like, I wouldn't even expect Venom or Wolverine next year. You'll probably get, what the fuck? You'll get Ghost of Tsushima 2. That's probably about it from first party. Maybe something smaller, you know? That's all I would... Anything else would be a nice surprise or something completely new that's finished and we just didn't know about it, you know? Am I gonna have to follow this on the hoverboard or something? It's easier said than done. No, I can't go back. I can't hit this one behind the ice. That's gonna stop. Okay, interesting. No, it's not easy. I can't stop or turn around and go back. You just gotta ride the waves. It seems very, very interesting. I like the music, it's very fitting. You're like contemplating how to get this done. Oh man, it still blocked it? What the fuck, man? How fucking fast are you? You motherfucker. Doesn't help that shit's blocking it too. Come on, wanker, I still gotta ride this back. I don't really get how this... They haven't done something like this. No, you bitch, you would have to go the other way. The tiny little bit left. Go, mama. You're going too fast. You're going too slow. Ooh. Once this thing turns around, it just... That's it. Oh, it actually got past it. It's a fucking miracle on 42nd Street. Why is it going so fast all of a sudden? Maybe that one will block it. Ah, oh, you see, look, you can kind of block it halfway. Mwahahaha. In a perfect world, you'd get Ghost of Tsushima 2 and Venom and a few others, but I don't know, I can't get a read on Insomniac right now. I just wish them all the best. Alright, there you go, so that's what makes that easier. Nothing for 007 games. We have the Hitman game coming, you know. The Hitman style, the guys, they're making a James Bond game. It's just not that big of a license, you know. But that'll be an original one. You might, if we can just get back to those licensed games. I think we definitely did get spoiled, and a lot of them were absolute garbage. But in between the garbage was some really good fun. It's just everything takes so long, you know. We couldn't even get fucking Mandalorian or anything out in time. It's just brain scratchingly stupid how much money gets left on the table. Does that do anything? No. Doesn't even shoot the laser. Oh, there we go. It's just a bit buggered. Nice. So yeah, I'd say what you'd probably see is a lot of their Asian push that they've been doing, the China Hero Project, the Indian Hero Project, that kind of stuff. It's basically these indie style initiatives where they're like, we're going to sponsor this game, kind of like a second party, and we're not going to pay for it to get made or anything, it's already been made, but we're going to sponsor it, and with that comes exclusivity and all that. And you also get the Sony seal of approval, and you also get their help, you know. And it's very powerful. Very, very powerful. It's exactly what Black Myth Wukong wanted. So I do fully believe that the exclusivity stuff happened. I think it's just not the stereotypical exclusivity. I think it was like a gentleman's agreement. Where it's like, well, we really want to be first party exclusive right now. And it worked, you know, like it sold like crazy. So I could see a lot of that. The likes of Stellar Blades, I could see 3 or 4 Stellar Blades split up with Ghost of Tsushima 2, and maybe some small stuff like Astrobot DLC or something like that. And you brought Lego Horizons. I'd expect something else like that, just maybe not from Lego, but something else of that caliber, you know. Lego Horizons will do very well, but it's going to the Switch and PC and probably Xbox down the line. They're just being very picky right now. Do any of you guys pick up Lego Horizons, you think? Cyber next trip in December, I'm going to St. Martin's. Where's that? St. Martin. Where's that at? Oh, that was cool. So I raised that up, and then this laser held it in place. Trying to figure this out. It's hard to know. Like, there's so many things that we don't know yet. I'd say you'll get some of their live service stuff that it's not even worth talking about, like Fair Games, maybe Marathon. I don't know. I think Bungie are in a state. Bungie were brought in because they've always wanted a Halo killer, so they bought Bungie. They bought Halo basically. And it's been a disaster because they can't run their own ship, you know. Destiny's been fucked for a while. Destiny 2, it's like good update, bad update, good update, bad update. That's just not good enough. That inconsistency only brings around, it keeps around the core fan base, but that's no new money, that's no new fans, you know. It's not good enough. That's what's wrong with half of all this stuff. But like, there's no growth in video games. Like, that's right, there is no growth because you're getting the new kind of children coming in and they're immediately gravitating to the vacuum that is Warzone and Fortnite and GTA Online and Roblox and that. If you don't do anything as good as them, then you're kind of screwed. So really what brings in the new gamers and that, and they don't want to admit it, is word of mouth from streamers and YouTubers, and it's been this way for 5-10 years, but they just refuse to believe that. They think, even like they do surveys and stuff, I'm like, where the fuck do you think people are learning about this stuff? I'm missing a piece of this puzzle to get started. Something like that. I can't get through any of these lasers. Let's get started. Can I turn any of these around? No. can I get over there? Oh, maybe it... Can it hit both? I don't think so. No. It's... I'm close to something there, though. Very close. I just need to get by that. Very close. Oh. Yeah, I'd say Sony have around at least 23 games, big AAA games. Well, as I said, a lot of them are kind of like probably like 5 of those are live service, whether they exist or not, or they bother anymore, you know. And then a few of them are also the projects, the Asian and Indian hero projects and that. They're doing one for Africa now as well. It's good. It's really good. It's really good they're doing that. It's what Xbox will do with the ID project stuff. ID at Xbox. They need to do more. You're not just getting exclusivity. You're taking these games under your wing. Xbox did it recently with Capcom's Path of the Goddess. Capcom literally said we weren't going to bother with this, but Xbox saw it and wanted it. So it's pretty good. It's a good idea. Let me get this to work. It's like a little cloud, little nimbus carrying over. Hugh McGregor's getting a star in the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Nice. I think everybody has one at this point. Did any of them get removed? Oh, I didn't see that. Didn't see that. That's what that does. It lowers that. That's probably the way forward. That's still a lot of projects, you know, but it's like every team that hasn't put out something in 4+ years clearly has something, you know what I mean? Like House Marquee, who did Returnal, they've got a game coming. Sony Bend, that did Days Gone, they've got a game coming. Naughty Dog have 2 games. Sony Santa Monica, the God of War guys, have 2 games. I don't know how far Project Giant is. We could see something like that. I think there was something smaller coming as well. I think they actually have 3 games coming, but one of them is very, very early. They have a sci-fi game, said like space, but I'm hearing more high fantasy in space, so like fucking medieval RPGs was in space. And then obviously the next God of War projects, and then Project Giant, which is the Atreus game, and then I'm hearing something smaller, something experimental. Yeah. And then fucking Xbox, God, they must have, between all their studios now, they probably have around 50 projects. But everything is getting shuffled and moved and cancelled, and who knows. Like, I keep hearing rumblings of StarCraft Ghost coming back. StarCraft Ghost is this old fucking unicorn of a game. It was an FPS first person single player game set in the StarCraft universe. StarCraft is like one of the OG RTS games, you know, top down real time strategy. I don't know, if they can get that going. Then Blizzard are supposed to have like other MMOs coming and a few single player games as well. And then like things like Overwatch and Diablo and all those will keep just bringing in money. And Activision with their Call of Duty. The plans of Call of Duty is like Black Ops 6 will sort of work as it's slotting in between Black Ops 2, so it's going to start like a new continuity there. And then we're supposed to be getting Modern Warfare 4. I don't know if that'll happen. It's in trouble. And then Ghost from Modern Warfare is supposed to be getting his own trilogy of games as well, where they're a little more stealth focused. But how do I get this fucker to move? He's supposed to ride this over here. Shamama, shamama. This is my island in the sun. We need this other crystal, you see. So that's gonna lift this up, right? And I can get over there. But I need the fucking crystal to get in here too. What's it got to do with this, is it? Did I miss that? No, it's like covered in ice all the way around, is it? La 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 la. So yeah, there's literally more games coming than ever before. Like it's out of control. Any other industry, this you'd be heading for a crash this way. This is actually how the first crash in video games happened. Things like Nintendo and Atari and that, they had to stop. They were releasing so many games. They were pushing out games literally every week, every month. Kind of like they do now, but it was from the same company, you know? And they had to stop this because the quality was gone off the fucking record. So companies like Konami and a few others, they were like, well, we're not going to stop making money, fuck you, and our greed is insatiable. So what they did was they created new sub companies that were not actually named after Konami or attached to Konami at all, and kept releasing games. And the quality dipped, and eventually we got as low as fucking E.T. and all that piss. Lo and behold, that caused a massive crash in video games where the prices were out of control, going anywhere from $90 per game all the way to $130 per game. Don't tell them that now, they'll fucking change the price. That's another simple puzzle that I made look harder than it had to be, goddammit. So yeah, I just don't want that to happen now. Right now, where we're standing, I'd say we have anywhere between 1,000 video games launching every week, which is out of fucking control. They're not all going to be bangers. Sometimes they're just cookie cutters and complete acid flip pieces of shit you don't need to worry about anyway. But that's not always the case. I would argue that our backlogs are probably 10 times what they were even 5 to 10 years ago, depending on how long you've been gaming. And the indie game space is going through a very rough patch where we're losing indie publishers left, right and center because there's no money in it, and things like PS Plus and Game Pass are being extremely selective of what games goes on their service, rather than the usual like you know, every ship can port here, and it's kind of like gambling, but you bet on every horse. Now they're not doing that anymore. They're only going for favorites. Sucks. It's not because it's just because growth shrinkage and profit margins in between each financial quarter. That's when all the spending kind of happens. I don't think that the acquisition stuff will dry up too much. I think Sony still have a few in them. Microsoft are legally not really allowed to do anymore. But when has that ever stopped them? The FTC are still trying to investigate the Activision one. The FTC have been known to have some inside trading bullshit, basically sucking off Sony for whatever reason. Either they're paid off or they're just a fan and someone needs to wake them the fuck up because they're showing their hand a bit too much. It happens all the time. There's favoritism everywhere. Maybe their kids really like Sony or something, who knows. But it's dangerous. We don't want monopolies, but we don't want these companies to die either. Right? I think we can all agree with that. Some definitely could do with an ass whooping, sure. But even if you leave 10 people in a company, it's much better than going into insolvency. Because the IP get lost forever, you know. We don't want that. Memories are gone. I'd rather 60,000 re-releases and remasters as much as it's becoming a disaster. Must be a little race here. Must be the last dungeon for this place because they're going above all. We're getting everything. Mario Galaxy, the hoverboard. Now we're going to do a little, what's called slum racing. I have to go between these little flags. Slum, is it, what do they call them? I never can pronounce that word. It's the things that the fucking skiers have to smack their wrists into. It's like solemns or solemn. You have to say it real fast. One of them words everyone just says super fast and no one mentions it. Cool, this is some fucking Mario Kart stuff. Yeah, the industry is not going anywhere, but the greed will definitely fucking never run out, so that means that more companies will close. Do I see something like Rocksteady closing? Absolutely, sadly. It sucks. You need to have, like, if you have a good game or a bad game, you need to have 3 side projects already kind of in some kind of pre-production. What they want you to do is to be able to create a mock-up of your game without being paid for it. And that's fucked up. Because if you do like a virtual slice, which is what they do, it's when you get like a 3D rendering or a little level that you can run around of a game concept. That can take 6 months to a year to create, you know, and it might never get greenlit. They want you to do that and have this perfect idea, but have it cost the company, and more importantly your current project, $0. And that's impossible, you know. Only people can do that are like indie devs on the weekend. They'll tell you they're already like strapped for cash and fucking putting out second mortgages on their house and stuff, you know. My advice to you is to, like, instead of buying that skin in that game you like, go buy an indie game, because those AAA games will look after themselves. If they die, they die. That's their own fault. Only so many live services games can exist anyway. And I think half of the ones out right now and the ones that haven't even released yet, like Fair Games, are pretty dead. They're gonna die. Even Helldivers 2 has already, I think, reached its limit. I think we can all agree with that. They fucked up enough. You usually get 1 or 2 strikes like that, not 3 strikes. You fuck with the fans enough and they just stop coming back. You'll always have the rabid vocal fan base, but they've already paid for the game. They're not necessarily going to buy anything else, you know, unless there's skins or cosmetics. But yeah, they're all gonna die off. The Super 6, as I call them, they'll never go away, sadly. It's basically like Fortnite. So some of them are interchangeable, like I feel like Counter-Strike and Escape from Tarkov and all that kind of stuff. They're very much interchangeable. And like Overwatch, which I think right now is also interchangeable with Deadlock, you know. But that's what Concord had to compete with, you know. You're competing. And then we have Smite 2 coming out soon. I think that's going to be DOA as well. I think Smite was like a runaway hit, and it became like sort of perfectly timed, and now there's nostalgia around it. And you can't, nostalgia only gets you so far. You can't keep the lights on with nostalgia. So I don't think Smite 2, unless it becomes a massive hit with the streamers and stuff. You'll have a lot of streamers playing it that played the first one, like the Mizkips and that. But have you ever seen a single game go hyper and go viral because of Mizkip? No. Maybe Asmongold, yeah, or Kai Senate and that, yeah. But not Mizzy. Poor Mizzy. Mizzy's just down in the dumps. He should really kind of take a massive break from streaming, or move away from it altogether for his mental health. And you got dumbass Dr. Disrespect coming back. Like, he's already trying to ban people from cracking jokes. That's not the way to do it. He'll become a lol cow. Disaster. As I said, no matter how little or much he did, it was the intent. So yeah, it's the same way with the fucking Chris Hansen have a seat, you know. We don't know what those guys would have done or what they didn't do. We caught them beforehand, and it was the intent that was there. Do you understand? There's something broken in the brain. That's where you catch them. Obviously, you're not trying to wait till something happens. This is how I feel about stalkers and that. The cops will come over to you and go, well, unless they make an attack on your life, we can't do anything. It's like, okay, so when should I ring you? While I'm bleeding out on the ground or something? You know what I mean? Like, it's just, that's a stupid law, that is. But we don't live in Minority Report. We don't have the idea of hindsight and pre-crime where you can see what's going on in a person's mind. Not yet, anyway. Maybe when Neuralink takes off. But, yeah. It's tough times out there for sure. Just support your local indie. I will say there is too many indie games as well. Like, it's such a wonderful field, but honestly, like, it used to be I would have to fight over maybe 1 or 2 a week. Now it's probably 1 or 2 a day that I'm like, damn it, I want to play that, I want to play that Akimbot, which is like Ratchet and Clank. I want to play that fucking casting of Frank Stone. Like, you can't keep up. There's literally, even as someone who plays as many as I do, you can't keep up. It's very tough. And as I said, people tend to just go back with the old faithfuls. I mean, even I play a bit of Fortnite and that, and I get it. I know what a destructive fucking, you know, Sarlacc pit it is. It's just a giant quicksand that sucks you in. I can see how the kids play it because the other kids play it and that, you know. They'll never go away until they get bored, bankrupt, or just move on. Just move on. It just won't. It has to be the company, not the kids. You know. All right. Let's keep going. We only 2 dungeons left. I don't think anyone got a star removed, did they not? Oh my god! I was expecting to be going dancing with this guy. How's it, Sam? You know, this guy probably has like a Dutch accent or a South African. But the how's it? What's that from? That's a known way of saying hello. Drinks are on him. He just likes to party. So these are some of the slayers that are here. They're kind of pseudo celebrities. So you get to choose who you want to hang out with. I'm the same. Like, I see some cool skins or the odd cosmetic I like, or even a map pack or whatever. You know, that kind of way. I get that. I do see that, but I try and bite me tongue and try and buy an indie instead. You know, because that way, like, instead of feeding the beast, you're kind of, you know, throwing the crumbs at all the little babies. You know, that kind of way. Because those Super 6, you know, GTA 5, Fortnite, Warzone, Overwatch, Apex, all them, even the Diablos and of that world, you know, they only feed themselves. Do you know what I mean? None of that trickles down. Remember what I was saying about things like what League of Legends is doing, where we're getting these cool new little games, Riot's doing little games and that, and even Arcane as a series, you know, or other companies that are doing that, where they create other games. That's amazing. It means it's been pumped back into the employees, into the company, and we're getting more games. You don't see Fortnite 2. You don't see fucking... I know you see Lego Fortnite. That's just... Same with Disney going to Fortnite. That's just two billionaires shaking hands and fucking laughing at you. That's all that is, you know? That ain't going back into it at all. Like, Lego Fortnite is cool, but billions of dollars. But eventually we'll sell mass amounts of toys and more Lego and stuff. It's nothing got to do... It's not feeding an industry at all. So all those are... They're big vacuums, you know? I've been part of nearly all of them at one point or another. Maybe not Overwatch though, but definitely like GTA Online or Fortnite, you know, like I've definitely been there. I see what it is. They're all FOMO, where you need this stuff. Oh, you don't have this skin, you're such a piece of shit. People laugh like kids getting bullied in school because they don't have these shoes or this brand when I was a kid. Now it's like, you don't have this skin, you don't have that. But it's also happening with grown ass people. Grown ass people. I need all the horror skins. I need all the fucking wrestler skins. I need this. And you're being fueled by FOMO and nostalgia. And that's a powerful drug. And you just need to get it all. And, you know, some people kind of use copium and they'll say, well, my account's now worth a couple of hundred. I'll sell it one day. But first of all, if the company ever shuts down or goes bankrupt, that shit's worth nothing. Second of all, nowhere alive allows you to actually sell accounts. It's all grey area illegal shit. Of course you can do it, people do it every day, but it's extremely grey area where both sides can get seriously fucked if you find out about it, you know. But people do it every day, I get that. So it's up to you. You'd be looking over your shoulder with that kind of stuff, because if it ever leads back to you or any of your emails, PayPals, any of that stuff, you're fucked. You're fucked. So I wouldn't even bother with that kind of stuff. So yeah, that's just kind of copium. At the end of the day, it's your money, it's my money. You do whatever you want with it, you know what I mean? If you have fun with a cosmetic, go for it. But trust me, that stuff just starts to feel like an empty shell. I look at my Fortnite stuff and I'm very selective about my skins. And even when I do, I still go back. Like, mainly use that random 8-ball guy, the Doom skin, and then some fucking snake girl. That's about it. But I have probably like 2 or 3. I don't even use backpacks on. I don't. It's not like trying to be better or something. I'm not like, oh, look how good I'm doing versus what everyone else. No, it's just because I don't feed into that. It's just not for me. But other people might get off on that, so it's cool. It's just how your brain is wired. I would definitely, if I had my way, I wish I could champion more indie games. You know, it's always been a big mantra for this channel. I'm like, if I can be that tiny little outreach for indie devs, you know, to help. But being so small, it's just a drop in the ocean, which sucks. Like, I wish I could see big devs, you know, doing sponsorships for indie games instead of fucking Genshin Impact for one stream, or this brand new game that comes out and never touches it. You know, that kind of way. That's the power of being viral and the power of word of mouth, you know. Look at the height of Elden Ring, which I believe even before Kai and all them got into it, had sold something in the tune of 20 million already. So, and even Black Myth Wukong, which is amazing, but like I've been playing other Souls like around that I think deserve as much love. Like, I think Flintlock was amazing. It got dulled down because of the Sweet Baby stuff, which is just an annoying fucking That's going to be just another word that Sweet Baby Inc. and DEI will have no meaning. Same with woke. They don't know what they're doing. They're just following it. There's nothing more dangerous or stupid than a radicalized human brain, you know? And we've seen it time and time again, and it happens in something as normal and everyday as just playing a video game, for Christ's sake. But yeah, they're all radicalized, all ready to attack people on sight over their dumb little games. It's madness. I'm like, hello, this is escapism from the tension out there in life. Please don't bring it into games as well. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. You want to say that it'll be better once election year is over? No. People are switched on. I've been talking about this. It's felt this way since like 2016 or so. Something happened between like all it coming to a head online, all the creepy power dynamic and grooming and shit, and then we were all just chronically online. We've been chronically online since probably about 05, 07. Like I was there, you know, for the MySpace days, and that still didn't feel toxic, you know what I mean? You were getting to talk to bands and talk about stuff. It felt healthy to a point, right? You know, hi, my name is Tom, I'll be your friend, all that stuff. And then Bebo came along. You guys probably didn't know Bebo that much. Bebo was like very popular in the UK and Ireland. It was a mini Facebook before it came along. You had your fun little page, and people could draw graffiti on your page and leave a message and all that kind of stuff. That was fine, very teeny bopper stuff. And then Facebook came along, and Facebook, I have never seen such a cultural, vampiric, dark hole exist. Like, I was part of that too. I was on Facebook from 07 to like 09, 2009, 2010. And I dipped the fuck out of there. You know, just a lot of personal stuff went on in life, and I moved on with life, and different things kind of happened. And luckily I was able to kind of drop that like a hot potato, and I haven't touched it since. I noticed people still on there. And I'm just saying that was like a small part of, obviously YouTube was a thing since 05, 07, you know. But I don't feel like it was that toxic. It was very much like, you know, Bob Saget's home movie, whatever that guy's name is. We had You've Been Framed over here, but you guys had home movies. And that's what YouTube felt like, you know. I don't think the whole YouTuber phenomenon really became a thing until 09, 2010. And I don't think we've ever really looked back now. That's nearly 15 years ago. I think the human mind has been warped, and then we have a whole like generation or two. How I look at generations, it used to be like once every 25 years. That's how like that's a generation of a human life, you know. Now I'd say it's every 10 years. It feels like it's shortened. I'm not talking about Gen Z, Zoomer, Doomer shit. I don't really care about that kind of stuff. I don't care about labels. I'm just talking about a generation of human brains from 0 to 10 years old. What they're exposed to, what they're pushed into, what they end up, their likes and dislikes and that. And that's why I do think that internet should be pretty much, or at least social media, should be illegal for under 16s, because I think they deserve a time to be innocent and time not to be switched on all the time, you know, constantly online. It's very, very tough. You see it warp their brain, you know. They're so mixed up in how they look and how they present and what they wear. And I mean, that stuff happens in social gatherings in middle school and high school anyway. We know that. But it's a social setting, and you're getting that proper feedback. You don't get that social feedback online. It's a social media, you're getting comments and that, but you're not having a one-to-one with people, and your brain is not registering, so you're not getting true dopamine or serotonin or any of this stuff. It's all just one-way, superficial stuff, and it's over. And then the kind of drug addiction happens to your own brain's chemicals, where you're like, well, I need that hit again, I need that, and you get more depraved and more attention seeking and more main character syndrome before you don't even recognize yourself. You know, I see it every day. As a streamer, I like to look on the outside of things, but I'm in it too. I'm in the thick of it, you know, and I see that. I see the push for view botting. I see the push for streaming as a team. I see the push for getting into other communities so you can all build each other up together. And I see that, and some of it is so wonderful, but that's such a small part of it. The rest is clout chasing, mooching, horrible amount of passive aggressive evil shit over numbers and what you seemingly see as personal fucking identity and what you think actually matters in life. You know, if you could turn Twitch and YouTube and all of them into a physical object, those numbers, I think it would make more sense, but because it's just digital numbers and that, it's all bullshit. It really is. But people can't see the forest from the tree, man. It ain't rose-tinted glasses anymore. They've got executives come all over the glasses. They can't see shit. It's Vaseline from the highest order. Amazon and Google are your vendors, you know. It sucks. So it takes a lot of these social medias and even streaming that adds so much life and goodness. Like I said, it's opened up a whole world to me, and it's opened up a cool social side of things, but it is also so draining and so vampiric. It sucks the fucking life out of you. Not streaming itself, the whole social fucking ideology of it. Like, you need like a fucking sociologist to break it down. It's wild. It's so cool if you can separate from it and go like, wow, this is like a social experiment that's happening every single second of our lives. It's really cool. But then if you're inside of it, you're like, oh my god, people have lost apathy. They've become sociopaths, so there's no feeling. They don't care what they do or don't do. They don't care how they affect others around them, only care what affects them. And it's very, very dangerous. And the reason that's happening is not because of autism or the food you eat or the water you're drinking. It's not. It's because of the chronic online. And as I said, your brain's not getting those true chemicals, so it's going to seek them out in other ways, you know. I talk about people trying to be nicer to each other in real life, and it sounds like a dumb, cheesy concept, but Christ, we've lost so much of that. I've never seen people so ready to go to war and civil war and pull a gun on each other over the most simple, minute, everyday things. It's scary. We are one giant society of an erupting volcano, and something big has to give soon, or else we're all gonna fucking just collapse in on ourselves, you know? Fucking crazy. But I'll never stop streaming. I like this, but to me it feels as much as an experiment. But it's just the human experience, right? You just have to try and go about your day, do some little nice thing for yourself and for the others around you, you know? And try and leave this fucking planet just a small little bit better than how we got here. I know that's a cheesy line too, but it's a good one. Some little cheesy cliches are good to attach yourself to, because kind of keep you centered, you know. If the whole of life is one big seesaw where you're trying to do right and trying to balance everything, maybe that'll just kind of keep you centered a little bit. It is very tough, you know, like there's so much hate and anger and sadness out there, so it's very tough to just stay on the level, for sure. That's where you're meant to be out there talking with people and hoping to get a bit of feedback. And that's why I always laugh about, like, I lose my faith in humanity and then I get it back by one good deed, or through animals or something like that, you know. But yeah, fuck, Jesus, it's tough out there. No one thing is all bad and no one thing is all good, you know what I mean? So if you find a little bit of goodness out there, you gotta hold on to it, you gotta nurture that, you know, like a plant. You gotta feed and water it, make sure that nobody takes it away from you. And then the bad shit, you gotta rid that shit from your life immediately. Be it people, fucking family members, it doesn't matter. Okay, now we're starting to see what's going on here. Okay, cool. So we've been kind of sneaking behind enemy lines here. We know the mayor is fucking around with some of the magic. That's why she doesn't want this to end. What started as a simple tourist idea of people coming to slay some monsters has now turned into, as you can imagine, a massive fucking experiment gone wrong, a money making machine, and it's fucking dangerous. Anyway, sorry for getting ranty like that. It's just sometimes I'll be like that, you know. I'm like, fuck it. The streaming does give you that feeling where you're like, oh fuck, I feel like I'm on a soapbox. Like I said, it will, no matter how good a person is, it will eventually turn you into like a sociopath. Oh jeez. But I don't want to be ranty, I don't want to be soapboxy. I am no different than anyone else out there. Jesus Christ, the quicker we all learn that, the better. One of the worst things that happen to us is this fucking main character syndrome. And it's because we have a camera pointed at us. That's the fucking reason why. And there's no proper feedback, you're just getting words on a screen and taking them how you see fit. Jesus. I always think back to my childhood, and a lot of people my age group, those mid-30s, we are extremely nostalgic and extremely, like, what's the word, like, there's a word for it, I can't remember, fuck. It's basically where you're just kind of looking back on the early years, you know, retrospective or contemplative, where you're just kind of thinking back, always like, oh, this is, you know, you expect it. Our old grandfathers used to do that. But we're doing it in our 30s. What does that tell you, you know? I think we're all rapidly mentally aging, and it's not a good thing. And then on the other side of stuff, you have the younger generation, which I don't think even reach teenage. They're still like teenage mental level in their late 20s, you know? And like I said, it's not like we're so quick to label and say autism and this and that. It's not got to do with that. It's got to do with our generation having those kids and having that generation grow up, iPad kids and that, and grow up, and you see what they turn into. You see the fucking Aiden Rosses and that, and they don't know how to think, they don't know how to talk, they don't know how to communicate or be a human being outside of a camera being on them, you know? It's fucking wild. Jack, what's that Jack dude? I always get mixed up. Jack Manifold and the other guy. All those kind of guys, you know? And you see what's happening with them. They burn out so fast. And I don't mean like mentally burning out. I'm talking about overdosing, offing themselves, all this horrible stuff. So they're like this firework of mental health. And it sets it off. The excitement's there. The fuse going. It sets it off in the sky. It's a wonderful gift. And you're like, wow, amazed. Everybody's amazed. And then it's gone. It's gone forever then. And it's happening all over. I look at, like, I Show Speed, and I think he's a good dude. I do. He's fucking wild as hell. And he knows that brings it in, you know. But I can see there's a smart dude behind all the tricks. I can see that. But I also see a very, very mentally tired person. Like, doing stupid shit, like jumping over cars and that. It's almost like he's baiting life, baiting karma or something. He wants something to put him out of commission, put him out of his fucking misery. That's sad. That's what and he's gonna keep probably doing shit like that. Start doing fucking bungee jumps or something next, you know? I don't know. I don't want to see that happen. I don't want people to become fucking sideshow bobs until they're fucking got guns pulled on them, or they're pulling guns on themselves or something. You know, that's not. And I really do think that the head ups of Twitch and YouTube and Twitter and these fucking idiots in charge, they need to have very select, like maybe mental health authorities and therapists and counselors on board, like whole sections that people can check in on these websites. Be like, hey, I'm not feeling good today. Something's not right. As a streamer, as a watcher, whatever. Instead of just like, here's a number, call it. You're not my problem anymore. Thoughts and prayers. You're not my problem anymore. You know, that's no good. That's no good anymore. That's so bad. We give people a fleeting thought in their mind and then we move on because of main character syndrome. That's not good enough. The whole world would just collapse in on itself if we keep this up. Like, fuck politics, fuck all that stuff. Let's just get down to the brass tacks of what's going on. There's a huge mental health pandemic, and there's the human condition. There's no one caring for the human condition anymore, you know? We're all just in a giant lab, in a little petri dish, and we have people looking at us from the outside as we self-implode. It's fucking no good. I can't fix anything. I can sit here and chat about it and it doesn't help, but Jesus, if my little streams and us chatting about stuff and no topic is really ever off, I try anyway, no topic is off the table. Unless it's hateful stuff, which there's really no place for that but the bin, you know. But I try, and I'm always like, I don't, you know, whether it's like religion or politics or whatever, I don't want to shut that down because people have their own thoughts on this stuff, and all it comes down to is a little bit of misinformation, and you can lose a best friend or a family member forever to like religions, cults, politicians, you know, you name it, you know. Very easily done. Right now, as we live and breathe, I think everyone, we used to say like everyone knows someone who has cancer, right? You know, whether it's a family member or a extended family member or a friend or something. Now it's like we all know somebody that has a mental health problem, you know, who's like fucking on the deep end. We just don't fucking do anything about it. Shit, even I, like, it's been a long time since I've been to like a counselor or therapy or something I could do with having a chat with someone too. I kind of use you guys as a catharsis, not therapy so much as a mirror that I can just get my catharsis from. These kind of rants are psychological releases for me, you know. Even in the anger of a boss, This is what I've said to you. I remember I was back when I was playing like the Dark Souls games and that. You have this like epiphany in your pants. You have an epiphany, and you're like, I feel like I'm getting a release. You have like a bad day at work, right? I'm like, I'm getting this release out. Like, this boss isn't that hard. Why am I raging? Oh, that's right, because I've had a bad day. I'm at my wit's end, and I'm actually releasing that energy onto a boss. Now, obviously, it would be better if it wasn't filmed, because it probably looks ridiculous, or maybe it's funny when I rage. I don't know. But I did notice that, and that was years and years ago. So now you're able to step out of that moment, and I still have rage moments. I'm always like, lads, if I'm fucking fighting a boss for, 6 or 7 hours or something, like, Jesus, please take me aside and, digitally slap me in the face and throw some water in my face, whatever I need to do. But yeah, it's interesting times to live in, A lot of the older generation shit on our generation because they're like, well, you've no great war, you've no great famine, you've no great this and that. And it's like, oh no, we have something else. We have fucking this mental war going on every single day. We can never switch off. No one switches off. It's not just unplugging from the internet, because then it all starts back in. And we do. We had fucking COVID. We have this thing where it's like a whole world is at war forever now. Like Cold War never disappeared. You've every single country in some kind of a fucking conflict or another, whether it's something as simple as the economy, housing crisis, all the way to actual bombs going off and killing each other. Yeah. The war over your mind is happening. Now that just sounds like some kind of Matrix shit, but yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Now it's like the end of the week, so you can see my brain working shit out and having an old rant about life and stuff. You can see what's happening. It's very easy. You just have to take a second to go outside your body for a minute, and you're like, I see what you're doing, you little bollock. Shut up and play the game, Yep. Alright, so we have 2 in this area. You're kind of meant to go from each area and then double back around. God damn it. Yeah, so that's the way I feel. Like, I started doing YouTube and that, so maybe it was just when I came to doing like a lot of Chronic Online at that point. I always say, but I still feel like something happened around then. I feel like a lot of brains got morphed around then. 2014, 2015, 2016. We've kind of just been living with that outcome since then, And then something like COVID, instead of giving us all some breathing room, it actually made the problem worse by about 50 years condensed into 4 years, So now we're all in post-COVID survival mode. We don't know it, but we're in mental survival mode where they're like, well, I'm gonna look after me. No one else is looking after me, so I'm looking after me. Fuck everybody else. That's how I feel the world is now. And it's not like selfishness in the traditional sense. Like I said, it's more a survivalist thing. Because we're all post-trauma. This is what this is now. This is not life. This is post-trauma. And that trauma was COVID. Did you see any COVID counselors or post-COVID therapy or anything that was ever offered? No. None of that fucking shit. That should have been the first thing. I always said that therapy and that should be completely free. It's not. Now your choices are, you either try and break down in front of a friend when it's too much and hope that they don't run away. You talk to a family member that completely changes that relationship, maybe for the worse or for the better. Or you chat with somebody on a fucking phone line who really doesn't care and is doing a 9 to 5. Or you talk to a therapist that maybe cares for the moment but then forgets who you are until the next session. Or maybe you find someone who really understands and cares. That's why you need like second and third opinions for everything, but it's tough out there. You just gotta remember that you're not alone, that's for sure. We're all going through something. It doesn't make your problems any less. And there is helpful things out there, and things will get better. They always will. Life is just ebbs and flows, The beauty is to appreciate the good stuff, so that acts as a beacon when you're going through some bad shit. You remember those good times and remember that you can have those again. That's the fucking hardest part. And it's so easily said, but in the dark wee hours of the morning, it's very hard to fucking grab that good stuff, Maybe it's gaming, maybe it's music, maybe it's books or something, anything just to get you through. I think nearly everybody on the planet goes through depression or is depressed. I don't think anybody's magically exempt from it. You can't. Maybe it'll hit you in your 40s, maybe it'll hit you in your 50s or your teens, you know. I had a great childhood, you know. It's a very rural Ireland childhood, but then my teens I went through like, you know, like a smack in the face level of maturity. Is probably just the big bang that is puberty. I just couldn't handle my shit at all, you know, so I just went on a massive destructive phase, just destroying everything, trying to destroy myself and my family and everything. Just horrible stuff, and in no way a thankful person for what a good childhood I had. And it's okay now, thinking about there, it could have went horribly wrong when I was a teenager, but it's okay now looking back where you're like, oh yeah, I can see how wrong I was. But Jesus, if that was the way I was, and that was early 2000s, imagine what the kids are going through now. Now they're just an atomic bomb waiting to go off, and just waiting for a person to start it, waiting for something to kick it off. And then a lot of their when we grew up, most of our idols were things like our family members, or you know, our influences were family members or your favorite like comic book hero or a musician or whatever. And now all those comic books have turned into piles of shit, where they're all like fucking politicians and agendas and all this ideologies being pushed on them, the horrible live action versions. And then your musicians are now groomers and pedos and shit. And so what's left, you know? What's left for these kids? Because you do need, you're always going to be influenced, no matter if you're 80 years old or if you're 10 years old. It's just the way it is. So you do need positive role models, you know? Even some of our teachers were good role models. Most of ours beat you black and blue, but that's a discussion for another time. Yeah, the kids don't have that now. Most of them, you could argue, it was like streamers and YouTubers, and we see exactly where that's gotten us. They're all fucking groomers, you know? There's like 1 out of 100,000 that maybe aren't scam artists, pedos and groomers. That's horrible. So now you're more likely as a kid of being a victim than just being allowed to be an innocent kid living their life and just growing up and being happy. That's fucked up. I don't know how you stop that kind of stuff. As I said, maybe something as simple as a mental health you know, agency inside of your website could be a start, especially when we live in a world where everything has to be monetized. Free counseling on these websites would be fucking huge. Then even have that monetized. Like, God bless him, Dr. K, like he tried something there, but can't really trust the dude because everything was monetized. He was basically a therapist streamer, and he would bring on certain people, but he has these dark skeletons as well, as you can imagine. I've always said that most therapists and counselors actually are doing way more worse shit than you have. Most of them are like unhappy or drug addicts or cheating on their spouses or whatever. Not always the case. These are I speak in high generalizations because we live in such a big world, and I'm not just going to talk about a small little place like Ireland. I'm not talking about just America alone, because I feel like Europe is very anti-America. Oh, those dumbasses and obese people over there. That's a lot of bullshit. Have you looked around your local town lately? Half of Europe is fucking obese, and they ain't very smart either, let me tell you. Half of the UK is now like, you know, inbred white trash, the same as like, you know, parts of America. We're all the same. We're just humans. So no one is better than the other person. Crying out loud. The quicker you get over that shit, the better. So when I speak in generalizations, that's what I'm kind of getting at. It comes off a bit shitty because it's just, you're just making giant remarks. So people can tend to take offense to that, you know. So it's always good to try and have to remind myself to have a disclaimer in my head where I'm like, this is just a generalization. This is not meant to. Anyway, and this is only coming from what I know, you know. I'm not some fucking all-knowing world travel person. It's only what I know. Most of us are force-fed from our peers, music, TV, movies, streamers, and that. Maybe the odd book if you even read anymore, you know. Made by Red Limo, third-person platform-style game. Smells like a mushroom. Yeah, I've seen that. Is any good? It was kind of cool art style. I'll get off talking stuff. I'm just going around in circles. I'm sorry. Basically, just look after yourselves. That's why I say it. When I say that, it's like an Irish thing to say, look after yourself. I mean that. Look after yourselves. I don't mean it in a selfish way. I mean, just Don't be afraid to just have an old chat with yourself. Sometimes, you know, people are like, oh, you're going mad, you're talking to yourself. Just in your head. Have a chat with yourself, make sure you're okay. And if you're not, don't be afraid to ask for help either. We're all meant to kind of big ourselves up instead of laughing at the guys struggling, you know, and the girls struggling. I feel very bad for ladies these days because everywhere you look, you're being shot down. When I was younger, they mainly just had to contend with the stupid ideologies of the magazines and the models and what's going on TV and that, you know. That's about it. Just to worry about that kind of stuff. Nowadays, that's like already 1,000 times worse. And now you have all this instant, horrible feedback with streaming and that, you know. Which people will just say the nastiest shit. People will take that to heart. And then there's so much fakeness out there, thanks to filters and plastic surgery, and we've become so good at faking our personalities. So nothing's really real at all. You're just trying to be a little person growing up, trying to find your own way, find your own feet. Fucking tough. So when I give out about these young streamers, whatever, I try to kind of move away from that and try and give out about the parents behind that, you know. Because most of those parents are actually my age, you know, my generation, you know, mid-30s going into their 40s kind of thing. Around that age, that's around my age, you know, my generation. So what's the difference? Half of them are fucking drugged out. The other half, like I said, they're recovering from one loss or another, blaming everything around them. And then there's no such thing as proper parenting classes, which there should be. There should be a parenting license. So they don't know. And then if they were raised in any way wrong, they don't know any better than to do what their parents did. You see that, so it's a matter if it was the 1800s, 1900s, and the 2000s, and probably the 2200s after us. They're still doing the same thing, you know, which is mainly fucking things like cycles of abuse and, you know, fucking cycles of self-inflicted poverty, or poverty through the economy and governments and that, you know. So yeah, if I had my way, I'd pull out the entire curriculum and start again and get rid of governments. And so much we should be teaching kids, and we're still like operating like it's the 1700s all over the place, you know. To teach them about social education and financial education. Fucking crazy how they go all that Chase Bank stuff. Those bastards, man, I'd say they're halfway on the way to like Tijuana now, because all of those accounts are probably way in deficit. I mean, nothing for free in these countries, and if it is, you better believe that someone's gonna come and collect down the road. Look at this is cute. Not Adventurers Camp. How'd these people get around? I want to see more people kayaking. It's cool that they did that. Each area is so specific, and I like this place a lot because, yeah, it reminds me of Ireland with the overcast and the rain and the swampy. But then there's something about that sky as well. It reminds me of like old newspapers or those pulp fiction, pulp comics where you had sort of color, but it wasn't color as we know it. It was limited color, so a lot of kind of yellows on blacks and dark blues on black. What is this? Is it a drink? Cool. Anyway. I'll stop ranting and raving. Just look after yourselves. You are good people. It's not worth it waking up one day and you're in your 40s or 50s and realize you're just angry and fat or bald or really pissed off at the world and not a penny to your name. Fuck all that mess. Fuck all that mess. Yeah, live a little, save a little, have a little love. That's all you fucking need. When I was growing up, this is how we were taught saving. It was a little cute squirrel. He was called like Sammy Squirrel or something. His little mascot. They were called squirrel stamps. There was a stamp you would get in the post office, and they were like 50 pence at the time. And at the end, you'd get some free, you know. It was your reward for filling the stamp book. And it's so, you know, you weren't really saving much at all, honestly. But it was the concept of it, you know, the teach. I just don't think they do anything like that now. I wish that they do. These kids don't give a fuck. They laugh in the face of them. But then they have nothing. And they ever come into a bit of money or all this new money through streaming and OnlyFans and that, and it's just immediately gone, or they don't create community wealth, they don't create generational wealth, it's just all gone. Dumb watches and Lamborghinis and stupid investments in crypto. It's very bad. It's all just bad education, that's all it is. You don't need to be, you know, book smart or math smart to be good with that kind of stuff. You just need to not be so fucking, you know, frivolous with stuff and impulse driven. I love this little block, it squeezed them all in there. I don't even think parents like teach their kids nowadays like the value of $1, do they? Maybe some. A lot of them, even when they do, they teach it the wrong way. You're teaching them like as a disciplinary thing. Like if you don't get a part-time job and do this, you know, that's just gonna make them hate work, you know. Do it the right way. Gotta appreciate all those lessons. Sure, when I was a kid, I had summer jobs. We even fucking living, had to walk like 7 miles to live in fucking rural Ireland, let me tell you. Long winding roads to nowhere. And you're stuck in the middle of nowhere. No transport. Only your dad drives. Motherfucker. He's at work already and he's stuck. Tell you one thing, you feel the weight of being trapped in rural suburbia. I'm gonna get the fuck out of there as soon as possible. God damn it. Lego Harry Potter collection coming. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a full remake. That's what I had heard. Like Skywalker Saga, but I don't think so. I think it's just a bit of a shitty old collection. Do you know how much it is? Probably not worth it, honestly, if you've already played them. I don't know what the Lego guys are up to. I hope they're not spending all this time on fucking Lego Fortnite, so we pissed. I suppose they're doing the Lego Horizon as well. Kids, it's US, not teaching value. Yeah, I'm telling you. They have to be taught that way. But see, when you've got mummy's and daddy's credit card, they'll never understand the value of $1. They will when mummy and daddy declare bankruptcy, though. They can't get all their nice things. Jeez, we did all that just to get this. My goodness, these dungeons are like dungeons into themselves. V-Bucks using credit card. Yeah, I'm telling you. But even just using credit cards for anything was a bad precedent to... See, it's not just the kids that don't have the proper financial education, it's the parents too. You've got like generations of people that just didn't apply themselves in school or just listen in general, and they never stood a chance. And trust me, like I'm no fucking, as I said, I'm no genius, I'm no smart man. I left school at 14. As I said, I went off the deep end. I fucking hated life, I hated everything. But I went straight into like a full-time job and started fucking going crazy. I was in a full-time job playing video games and smoking an insane amount of weed, and I was the only one of my friends that had a job because they were all fucking 15, you know. So I was the fucking supplier. Jesus, the coolest kid on the block overnight like that. when you have the money like that. But yeah, it was destructive. But luckily, I mean, you could have went either way there. Could have been very dangerous. But then I moved out when I was 17. I was like, fuck this hellhole, get me the fuck out. And then you kinda, that's a great life learner, you know, that kind of way. Nothing like throwing you into the deep end on your own. Having adulthood smack you in the face like a deer in the headlights. Except it runs over and then backs up over you. So that was good. That's the greatest fucking, it's better than any teacher right there. It's either sink or swim, motherfucker. It was good. Like, I was so happy and got everything done. I was so proud of all that the first thing I did, I didn't even, at that time, being a 15-year-old, I didn't even understand what taxes were and stuff, you know. So when I got like a massive tax relief, tax rebate, you know, I went out and bought my parents like a fucking €700 lawnmower that they still have to this day and they never shut the fuck up about. It always cracks me up. Look at this, got like pinball. It's so cool. I did it first try. Oh, there you go. I'll tell you what I know about pinball. Anyway, yeah, not everyone's story is that good. But no, I'm happy the way things turn out. Just, yeah, a little bit of luck there, you know. I end up going back and getting all that stuff done, but I end up doing like night classes and my own self-education, and that was really fun. I don't like the job I'm in now, and I think I'm being slowly, there's a bit of corruption going on, so, but it is what it is. I know how crazy things are in the world right now, so I'm very second guessing about, you know, we all want that triumphant moment, and I will have it, where you just confront your fucking boss, but I don't want to do it right now, because things are all over the place. But I've had a few investments pay off, and then possibly have another housing crash here, so I will invest again, because that's when you really want to do it. I think most of the housing stuff is caused by overpopulation, not immigration. And then you have, I'm gonna die here, you have a government that's not building more houses. And then things like Airbnbs, I do think they are destructive. Anybody who defends Airbnbs are people who are doing that. They're charging $3 a night for a room, or are people who use it as rent because they can't do anything else, you know what I mean? And I understand that those people are stuck in a loop. Anybody who's affording that kind of stuff is either maxing out credit cards, or it's one of these streamers or OnlyFans models or whatever. I call them the new money people. New money comes up every like fucking 30 years or something. Some big invention happens, Silicon Valley or whatever, and it creates what I like to call new money. It's a generation of new money, something that didn't exist before. Money is money, but the new ways to earn it, you know. I mean, this generation, it's streaming, YouTubing, and OnlyFans, and there's nothing wrong with that. None of it's dirty. I'm not talking about dirty money, I'm just talking about new money. But in a lot of generations, people with that kind of money, it was businesses that were starting. None of these streamers are really businesses. And some of them do charity, which is very good of them. But none of us will ever know if those charities ever actually get any of that stuff. But yeah, they don't really put anything back into their community. I don't mean their streaming chat, I mean the place they live. They don't really put anything back into the economy per se, you know, besides DoorDash, Lamborghini, and a fucked up housing economy, which they do tend to move 6 or 7 times a year. The only time you should be moving 6 or 7 times a year is like if you're fucking, you have to move with your job, or you're like being pushed out of your, or whatever, you know, you're moving schools because you're fucking up or something, I don't know. Nobody in their right mind should be moving 6 or 7 times a year. It's crazy. I see people do this all the time. They're getting 6-month leases and just hopping. And you have a word for that. That's a settled hobo, you know. But if you can't get anything higher than a 6-month lease, that's not your fault. I'm just talking about the way things are. But geez, even like a lot of the stock, I don't really fuck with the stock. I think it's too volatile, especially when Elon Musk can post an AI picture of somebody and then his stock goes down. So I don't really invest in that kind of stuff. Even though a lot of the gaming stock is kind of a sure bet, you just need to put a lot in. But take for instance, Ubisoft's kind of tanking right now. But like when AC Shadow comes out in the next division and the next whatever, they'll be back up again. So you can probably put a few bob into them, you know. And usually Sony tends to dip a lot as well, like with a bit of bad news. And they're always a sure bet too. Like say if they're low right now, with news of the PS5 Pro and Astrobot and a few other games that are come out, they're another sure bet as well. But they don't move that much, you know. They're not astronomically moving, so you're not going to make that much money unless you put astronomical amounts of money in it, you know. Because if you put $100 in and something goes up and you get $120, it's not really worth your time, is it? You know. But if you put $100,000 in and you get $120,000, do you see what I'm saying? Yeah. Another one as well. What did I see? Like Nvidia. Nvidia is crashing hard right now, and they're about to announce the 50 series, which will probably bring it back up. But yeah, it'll probably fuck with the prices of GPUs again. But they're another one where it's volatile, so it could go anyway. I don't really fuck with the stocks too much. It's same with crypto. It's too volatile, and you can, you know, be as smart about it as you want, trying to find all the trends and everything, and think you're genius. But for every person who's made a mint, ask them like how many failures they've had. Ask how many times they've lost it all. It's no different than gambling. So in my opinion, that kind of stuff, unless you have an inside fucking bet or somebody who knows somebody, probably not the best thing to do. But there's other things out there that are much better investments. And yeah, the way housing is going right now, if you're good at like real estate and flipping and things like that, and you're good at timing, and yeah, I would say in like the next 3 years I think something's gonna bottom out. So if you're interested in selling, that would be around the time, and if you're interested in buying, I'd probably wait for another 2-3 years. But I mean, we say this all the time, but no, it's like each country's gonna be different though. I think no one really properly predicted the 08 crash besides like 2 or 3 people, you know. And that was because he found out that we had put the entire economy up on top of mortgages like fucking morons. Should never stack the economy on anything like that at all. It's terrible. It's a Jenga block every time. It doesn't matter how strong or weak something is. If you put it like that. Did I open anything there? It's always gonna fail. I think I need to. Did I get that? Got a little confused there. See what happens? We got discombobulated. We opened this place up. We beat these guys. Then what the hell did I open afterwards? Discombobers. So yeah, you can make a nice steady mint with some of the way the housing is, but it's just, yeah, it's pretty fucking volatile. You blame parents over here in the US, parents who raise other kids doing, oh yeah, well obviously the kids aren't doing it. That's pretty fucked up, illegal and disgusting. But I know what you mean. Like, there's a very, very fucked up thing where, you know, oh I know, this is what I was missing. Like, half of the OnlyFans models just happen to be 18 or 19 year olds, as they say, you know. But that's always been a trend. That is just, you know, porn habits and kind of twisted pups kind of thing, you know. A lot of weird midlife crisis dads and men who are trying to recapture their fucking prom days. Shit like that, you know. Stereotypical crap like that. That's different, but like, I know you have your aversions to OnlyFans, like, you're definitely made that clear. I think that's just your upbringing and kind of where you are with ladies right now as well. I get that. I see this happening with a lot of men where, you know, dating is kind of, Jesus, he actually went by the blob. Dating is like easier than ever and also harder than ever, just depending on how you see the world. So a lot of men are kind of angry at things like that. And, like, trust me, things being as open as they are, it's never a bad thing. You can reach like a saturation with it, where it's like, okay, we're going a bit too far with it. And you definitely see that, but like anything else, sex has been around since the dawn of man. You're telling me just couple of fucking cave women who decide to show off a bit extra leg, a bit extra loincloth that day, you know. That's just human nature, so that's never going to go away, and it's never going to whatever, and nor does it need to, you know. Jesus, we are just animals at the end of the day. But yeah, it's just interesting how open and okay it's become, which is, yeah, it's a good thing. It's generating even more billions of dollars, but yeah, it does. I'm seeing a lot of ladies who are coming out of school, 18, 19, they've admitted it, you know, that was their full plan, you know. That's their whole career project, you know, that they want to start an OnlyFans, and it's kind of fucked. And then on the lad side, there's so many lads, like I was saying, I think the average, like, mature age now of lads, I think, is around 27. I think I can see it, you know. But when you're about 21, 23, you have your little 21st birthday, and you're kind of maybe finishing college, starting college, whatever. You're kind of moving out, maybe doing your own thing, and you're meant to have reached this level of maturity. You're kind of doing your own thing. Maybe you're like a frat boy or whatever, I don't know, but you're meant to kind of grown up a little bit. That's not what's happened, especially these last 10 years. Jesus Christ, I'm seeing them now. You see them in the streamers and that. They're like 23, 24, and they're acting like 12-year-olds, you know. So they're 27 is the new thing. That's when I think most men will probably like move out, unless they're like a big fucking streamer. And I've noticed a lot of them big streamers, they have these big penthouse. None of them are like washing their clothes or cleaning up after themselves or basic understanding of being a human being, you know. And it's not just about getting maids. It's not about going to a laundromat or anything. Like, their moms are probably still doing that stuff. That's what I'm trying to get at. They're not independent. They're not grown adults at that point. They're just children that are away at camp for the day or whatever, or for a year. They've gone over to their friend's house. Really, that's what it's like, you know. Make sure they got clean underpants. That's how it feels when I see that. And it's just, like I said, it's a generalization as well. Not everybody's like that, but it's a huge amount of them. Keep coming out here, but is there anything to do out here? That was only for a secret down there. That wasn't the way forward, I don't think. I'm fucking no better off. Damn it. Maybe I gotta go back to the start. The coin. Not everything. Oh, we did that, so maybe I do have to go over there. Dirty bastards. Those two rooms look almost identical, so that's why my brain was getting fucked. And yeah, and what's happening then with the whole streaming side of stuff, where they all want to do that. They no longer want to become astronauts and firemen and all that. They just want to be... Can I get that through there? Oh, what? Motherfucker. Just want to be streamers and that. So I do see the... That's why I probably glitched that, did I? I see a lot of trades slowly dying, you know. Luckily there's a lot of good men and women that still have a want in them to do trades. If we start losing tradesmen, the countries will fall apart. And I don't just mean in the fucking financial sector and economics and all that. I mean, it will literally, the houses, everything will stop working around you, you know. Not that you might say, oh, it doesn't work anyway, motherfucker. Like, yeah, maybe in some bad parts, but we ain't seen nothing yet. Things are definitely do fall apart easier these days. But that's a whole different discussion. That's actually planned. What did I call it? What's it called? Planned confluence or something? Oh fuck! Oh no, planned obsolence. So basically, planning things to go obsolete. And it's the way companies do it. They make things shittier and cheaper so that you buy more of it. That's a real thing. That's a real marketing strategy. Just like artificial scarcity is, where they pretend that things are out of sale when they're not. These are real things. They're not just making them up. Trust me, like, half of marketing is psychological warfare. Just get you to buy it and consume and buy more. So yeah, that's fucking interesting side of where that side of generation is going. I don't think there's anything wrong with like what ladies, Ben or anybody's doing on OnlyFans. There's chatterbait before that, and chat webcam chat rooms, whatever they're called, before that. Like, trust me, it's always existed. It's just you've come of that age, or OnlyFans is so face forward and so open that you do see it a lot. But it's always been there. Do you think X-Hamster and Pornhub and all them, think they just woke up one day and they're there? No, this stuff. There's literally adult film star awards, same way you like your Oscars, you know. It's all good. If you're kind of prudish or you don't believe in that stuff, that's fine, you know. It shouldn't harm or hinder you at all. If you're on the more on the religious side of stuff, the same way as well. It doesn't affect you at all what these people do. It's their lives, their bodies. It's all good. My side of thinking with it is, where does it, you know, where does it leave things for the economy and that, you know? It's interesting. It's creating new habits. You know, people maybe talk about the fact that there's so much of it, and it's so easy that it would create like an oversaturation of sex or something, you know? That's already been a thing. That's been a thing since the internet was born. There's literal porn addiction everywhere. It's always on the up and up, so that kind of defeats that argument. But yeah, the only thing I've noticed with the trends of it is that with OnlyFans being so oversaturated and competitive, that it's created this whole kind of weird fucking push to be the first and to do it all immediately. Like, it used to be like teasing and all that kind of stuff, and you're like, okay, this is kind of softcore and it's not going to do any really harm or whatever. It's just titillating and tantalizing or whatever. And there was a kind of a sort of understanded rule about that, where you're like, okay, this stuff kind of, we over here we call it, like, we used to call it the Watergate or the watershed, where it was like you weren't really allowed to show that stuff between before 9 or 10 p.m. Just a thing, you know. And we've kind of gone away from all that stuff as well. We're gonna go this way too. So yeah, that's interesting. Now it's just, everything is just so in your face. I must have tricked it last time, did I? No, it's over here. So yeah, that kind of stuff. So now I see them all kind of, it's a race to the bottom with them, of how depraved they could be and how much they can show super fast. So it's so strange. The only thing I'm really happy how open everybody is about stuff, you know. Not even coming at it from like a big, oh, you get, you know, all tits and boobs everywhere, yay. No, I don't even mean it like that. I just mean in general, we're better as humans, as animals, if we can just chat about this stuff. I think I must have skipped a few of these then, didn't I? But you do worry about the extreme nature and oversaturation of it. That we're just kind of getting more and more depraved as we go on. God damn it. Is this a timer as well? Son of a bitch. Talk to me, girl. Let me see. No, see, that's not good. Shoot it straight back at me. So, how do you open that door then? Huh? Like, is it like that door over there? I'm gonna have to do it again. But will it not just close on me? Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, subtle. Okay. Which part did that open? Hold on. See, this is why this angle is confusing the shit out of me. It's like four that are like the same angle. You gotta be close now. I knew these last dungeons were gonna be a little bit windy. Wind the body. Hell yeah, brother. You look at all the cool things that we come up with and do, and you're like, what's going to be the next thing? It's kind of cool, isn't it? What will be the next thing? Like, do we think that the Neuralink idea will take off, you know? Do you think? Like, look at something like Apple Pro Vision. They're trying to do what Google Glass was doing a while back. Didn't work out so well. It's not really doing great for Apple Pro Vision either. It's too expensive, and a lot of tech bros are more like, look at me, you know. I can afford this, you can't, kind of shit. And you just get stolen off them the same way as everyone else. I do want to know what the next thing will be. Like, we're moving backwards with AI now, and that's completely understandable because of greedy fucks using them for dumb shit like deep fake porn and destroying people's rights, and yeah, instead of what we should be using it for, which is to maybe like sequence the human DNA to find cures for things, you know, and possibly stop things like degenerative genetic diseases and even maybe aging and stuff. That's just like wild theory stuff, you know what I mean? How cool would that be? Let it go to work on that, you know? It's like, if we just mess around with this DNA here and change these helixes around, you'll live forever. It's probably a bad thing. Immortality is never proven to be a good thing. Even with the gods themselves, they all go fucking mad in the end because it's sheer boredom. But the gods didn't have fucking Overwatch and Fortnite, did they? I think Twitter's days are numbered, which is so sad. It's become such a cesspit. Everything is monetized, so nothing matters. God damn it. Have them just asking questions and talking. Didn't we get like better defense? Talking without speaking. That kind of shit. Engagement farming. That's what I like to call it, talking without speaking. How can you put out a tweet? How can you say so much in a tweet but not say anything at all? Yeah, we are hurting here. Oh, we have good defense. Okay, took like 3 lumps of health off me. Uh-oh. Nice. It's getting hard in here. Wait, is that do max HP or something? I don't want that. Now we should be close to the finish line anyway. Seems to be just one big circle with all these things, even though they look similar. I must have just glitched that one, did I? I think I was up on top of something and that must have glitched. Yeah. They want us to do the pinball stuff over and over. It's okay. That's okay. Bump, bump. Need to get that. What was that? HP on Slay? Maybe I can't change it now, can I? Slay. I didn't think it was that important, but now I'm feeling it. MP on Slay. That could be good too. I should do that. You see, the problem is you could have a boss that doesn't have that. Wasn't there one that's HP on Slay? Fuck. I swear I had that. Probably. That's weird. Unless I have it already, do I? No. That's weird. I thought I even... Didn't I already... I definitely had it. Is there something? Let's see, restore. No. Ah, whatever. A bit late now, anyway. I think it must have been on my weapon or armor or something. Bing bong bong. There's only one more after this, and then whatever the story wants to throw us. Okay, now they're fucking with us. Okay, I gotta open the door first. Ah, look at that. Okay. I see now. Let's just open the door first. Not worry about anything else. Oh. Oh no, how many times did I press it? Jesus. No, it just passed through it. Oh my lord. I have the worst luck ever. Right idea. Not good enough. Alright, doors open, easy part. Apparently. So this one you're gonna want to get you out the way. Move, bitch. Yeah. That's pretty self-explanatory. Okay. Send it through. Gotta hit the blue, then activate red. It should do it. Good stuff. I'm more turned around by the nature of the dungeon. I guess just 4 of these kind of rooms, but because the camera angle's so similar, keep going. Was I here already? Did I do it? It's one of them that could probably do with like zooming out and seeing everything. It's probably the end of the dungeon coming up now. If the rules apply, which sometimes they do. How are you meant to hit those things up there? Nice, I needed that. They do try and hide HP in places, but easier fucking said than done, boss man. Get them all! Oh hell no. Oh, I hate this bitch, he always attacks right in my face. Never seen anyone get hit in the face. Oh, this one's tough. These horses just keep going off. How are you meant to avoid the horses? Let's be over here, maybe. Fast. Ah, he fucking hits you from behind. I didn't want to do that. Waste that. Fuck, we're fucked. I wasted my shield thing. Yeah, we're dead. And he hits you while you're doing magic. Great stuff. Great stuff. GG's, no reads. We're doing good. These fucking horses, man. You want to use them to your advantage, but wankers they keep fucking going off. How are they able to do that? Knocking me out of my spell. First time ever. Oh, this guy's gonna keep fucking hitting me in the corner, aren't you? Hate these dudes. Oh man, I can't even get up now. They are bringing it fucking hot and heavy at the end. I can't get up off the ground, please. Let me get up off the ground. Bum, 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 bum. Ah! Don't even know what hit me there. God, you're so vulnerable when that spell is there. Those things only heal one singular fucking health bar. Which is about as useful as fucking dog shit right now. I gotta stay over here. Oh, that kills my spell, does it? No, it doesn't. Oh, what a mess over here. It's another thing I don't do enough of, which is absorbing the projectiles as a form of health. You wanker, you jumped over me. You fucking jumped over me and it still attacked. I call bullshit. I call bullshit, Mr. Peterson. Come on, hit the misses before they kill you. Ooh, that was close. That took a couple attempts. I'll show you that we're still getting close to kill this. Gotta be nicer with the health. Jeez, I'm not having another weekend. Yeah, cheers, I made you too. Thank you. Gears 5 was released 5 years ago. Oh my lord. It's going to take another little while before we see Gear 6. Because they are knee deep. See, even this looks similar. The E-Day stuff will be fun. Honestly, I wouldn't be against a little trilogy, prequel trilogy thing, you know? I wouldn't. It just have to be done right, you know? Make it matter. Make that's what happens. Even with the newer Gears, all these series have this problem where they're like, well, we never thought about why we should bring it back or what it means to us. We just thought of the money we'd make. Oh, it's like a fucking pyramid at the top. Jeez, if it's a boss, I'm so dead. No, that's just the end of the tunnel. That was a tough one. It's mainly because of my own fault too. I'm purposely not using a lot of Tower of Trials. Yeah, they weren't lying. Alright, last is Wasserman's Arena. That sounds like a boss. Wasserman. And then it'll be like the finale. Now you give me my health back, don't you? Life is a roller coaster. Just gotta piss yourself profusely. Times an hour. It's only 10, okay. I went in such a rant there, I think like an hour passed by. You just come over like fucking and you're back in the room, you know? Yeah, it's good to get that shit off your chest. You know, it's like we have a lot of good conversations, but we don't have any real fights or anything, you know? Everybody's just kind of laying it out. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Maybe stop by to let you in. Okay. I was hoping to get a little bit of HP before it all ends. We're getting close now. 400 renown, that's probably the height of that meat. Should get a few more potions. I think she just shrinks stuff. I think I have some large ones. I've just been hiding them just in case, you know. Like most RPGs or most games like that, I leave all the goodies to the end and I still don't use them. Yeah, like I have 6 largy boys. Yeah. If you give them gifts, they tend to give you healed stuff. You need those. That's a nice way of doing that. Give me that, give me that, give me that, give me that thing. Sure. That'd be nice to finish this one off. It's been really good. These snacks, it's one health bar, so start getting hit a lot. I think we need the grocery store. Not worth it if I can buy it. You want just a few smallish for this. Snacks. 2 HP slots. 1300 for that. Is there somewhere else that sells them? This one here. The pharmacy. Okay. Yeah, is Space Marine out on Monday? It's a pretty random day to release. I think it's got to do with that early release thing. I don't even know what the hell they're doing. Like it's 4 days early release then. Right? I've heard of 2, I've heard of 3. 4. And then release on a Monday. It's probably some weekend shit. I don't really care. It won't make any difference. Here we go. Medium. Medium. And there's max HP. She has 5 of those. Well, so much money. Let us get 5. We're jamming. I end up using them by accident because it's RT to do the attack conduits, but it's LT to do the potions, and I fucking do the potions all the time by accident because brain no good. Skibidi toilet. Yeah, everyone fucking hates skibidi toilet, don't they? But every single generation has that shit. I grew up, we had fucking Crazy Frog making all the stupid noises, and then later on, I was a bit too old for it, but I remember kind of around when I was doing YouTube and that, the what does the fox say, that kind of shit. So every single couple of years, something dumb like that comes along, and you know what? It just pisses everybody off, and who fucking cares, right? Who cares? You've got to get them. That's what you do, baby. 55. 3. Magic defense 30. I think the Basilisk one's still pretty fucking banging. Let's try it. The leggings. That's Spell Guard. What I already got. Let's try that HP on Slay. What happened to that? I swear I had that. Maybe that'd be too OP. Every time you kill some. Let's see, some of the bosses don't have ads. They don't have additional enemies to fight. So you wouldn't be getting HP on Slay anyway. Slay. Sorry, you have to when you say slay and slayers in this, you have to fucking say that. Alright, come on, missus. She talks like an Egyptian. Browse her shop. Hello, ma'am. Enchantments. You got anything else? My tummy's getting. Oh, there, HP on slay. And restores HP moderately. Doesn't say how much it is, but I think that's an enhancement for your sword. Lads, come on. Just because there's a quiet part of the game doesn't mean you can just let one rip. You nasty. Who did that? Put your fucking hand up now. Do it. It was me. It was me. My seat's on fire and my arse is warm. It must have been me. It must have been me. Alright, that's enough of that. I knew there was HP on Slay. Imagine if we got real HP every time people did a very flamboyant Slay. Oh, I hear more lads doing it than women, I'll tell you that much. Now, what's the new thing to do now? You look cunt in that? No, that's pretty old. People are just saying cunt for the hell of it. It's great times, you know. I've been slapped across the face for saying the word cunt. Now it's just everywhere. Great times. Great times. Now, what's the new thing they say? They say demure. Fucking demure. Like, have you not watched the fucking... Oh, what's her name? Meryl Streep movie or something? That bitch never stopped saying demure back in there. Demure. No. Oh my god, can we just get to the shop? Thank you. Browse head a shop. No, enchant your sword. Enchantment. That's a Dragon Quest thing. Hardblade has 3. Okay, well we can forego a little bit of physical damage for HP on Slay, you know, because look, I have it already. I bought +2, but I had it already. Why didn't it show up? You saw me go through that. Swear to God. Oh, smack someone in the titty. Welcome to Gotham City. Smacking titties. Gotham City. They should make me a villain. Gotham City. I will be the titty smacker. I'm trying to just upgrade all the golden ones. Because, look, I don't even need... Let's see, is this better than the one I have? I'm gonna have a pizza tonight. I did not have it last night. I was dreaming about it on stream. And then when I went into the kitchen after the stream, I realized I had stuff leftovers in the fridge and in the microwave, and I was like, if I don't eat this, it's not going to be fit for consumption, you know? And I don't know about you, but I don't care. I got like a 5 or 10 second rule. I'll eat shit off the ground if it's me, if it's my food. But I have to draw a line somewhere. And sometimes when you're making meal prepping on the Monday, you get to Thursday or Friday, and that shit be looking fwonk. You get like, especially if you don't freeze everything. Some stuff I just don't freeze. One, I don't have a big freezer, and other, freezing things kind of fucks up a lot of stuff. You get freezer burn, loses flavor, starts shit. Even if it's in a container, it has to melt, and then you're like adding a layer of water, and if it's an oily substance or something, you've now either congealed or completely fucking ruined it. Things separate, you know. And I think that's everything we need for one of the final dungeons. We have to choose someone to hang out with though. Mom, get in the car and let's drive away. She said, I'm sorry, Mark. I think I'd rather stay. Sam's not there. All I'm trying to do is get a little bit of fucking HP for the end, but everybody keeps pissing off. Who else will give me HP? Albert. Albert, are you there, you pack of shit? Sleeping motherfucking bastard cunt. He's a little baldy chap with glasses. Where is he? Are you there? No, he's gone by the wayside. Well, fuck you then. Never needed you anyhow. There we go. Copium. There he is there, Albert's. Baldy McPherson. Who else? Danny will give me a HP slot. Is she around? Danny. Ooh. I don't see your name. Why are everybody that I need is gone? Motherfucker. Way the wind blows, I don't wanna cry. Kai, does he give me anything? Yeah, I could have got an MP slot or at 1 HP. None of them around. Dodge stamina increase. No, I don't really care. Look at that, amusement increases magical attack. I wanted to get that from Sam, but he's not even here. Man, he bumped into me at the start and then fucked off. Where is he? I think I noticed all of the 3 of the big ones are gone. Yeah, boy. Bop, 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 bop. You could probably go back and get all these to 100% anyway. Suppose we can do that faster conduit recharge with Kai. I don't like this Kai guy. It's like obnoxious influencer written in a video game. You know how to do that. So we're not all like that. It's like Vanilla Ice with Jared Leto mixed together. Viciously. He's wearing a glasses that say the word loot. He's viciously in need of a punch. Look at his tattoos, man. I would like to hurt him very much. I'm sorry. Sorry, bud. Let's give him a gifty poo. A pooey gift, hopefully. Here's your pooey gift. Let's see. We'll give him this hat. Take this hat. You know, it's just missing in my life. We all know a person like this. Just completely ignorance is bliss. Oblivious to everything else. That's what's going on in their life. You kind of hate to love them and love to hate them. Hated the lover, the love don't stop. I'm gonna shine till my heart stops. Go ahead and envy me. I'm Rap's MVP. Alright, he's trying to get with someone, is he? Let's just start singing a random 50 Cent song. Curtis Jackson. He did well for himself, didn't he, right? He's like chilling, making investments and that. See, is there any news going on? Every time I stream, it all breaks loose. All hell breaks loose, all the story. Because most of the American outlets now, they don't really get on until, you know, like 6 PM, 8 PM my time. And guess what I'm doing about that time? I'm fucking streaming. Like, I remember we were waiting for news one time, and I was checking the whole morning, because you'd be fucking bored. You're having a cup of tea, just checking your email to work, and you're just bored. And then nothing happened. Nothing happened until 2 PM, and I was already finished with lunch, so I was like, fuck my life. It was one of those E3s. You'll notice at the start of my streaming days, like E3 to me was like Christmas. I was like a giddy schoolboy. I don't give a fuck anymore. I know E3's kind of dead, but like I still try and get the hype up, and I build it up for you guys, and I build it up for myself. But I know in my heart of hearts, it's kicking a dead horse. It's running over roadkill over and over again. But it's fine. It's all good. Yeah, it's one of those things. It's a sort of industry known unknown secret that Toys for Bob split from Activision to do their own thing, but they're in contract with Microsoft and they're in the middle of making a Spyro game. Now if that turns out to be something else, I'm sorry, but that's what it's supposed to be. Now Crash 5, I think it was being done by a whole separate studio, not even Vicarious Visions. It's some other guys. Recall like Phoenix Labs, I think. It's pretty random. Don't ask. Because what happened was they split off, the project got done. They also had another one called Project Dragon. It was kind of like Skylanders, but you're collecting dragons. But it looked really sweet. But it's just, I can understand why they got rid of that one. You're trying to push for, you know, these Pal World clones and Temtem and all that. And it's just, everyone is fighting over what's left of the pie each time. You know, this is what's happening with the hero shooters. You're not fighting for a whole piece of the pie. You're fighting over for what's left of the pie. So everyone's mind is already hero shooter, Deadlock, Overwatch, boom, that is it. Maybe Marvel Rivals when it comes out, and it's probably going to be a hard sell anyway. So yeah, you're already, so 2 pieces or 3 pieces of the pie are already gone. You're fighting over half a pie or crumbs of a pie. So that's kind of what's going on there, you know. But I would love to see that Crash 5. Seeing Neo Cortex's family, that could be very Austin Powersy, and have it like Twin Sanity. Yeah, so the Switch 2 rumors are just flying around. I had heard from way back when they do these things where it's like patent pending, and they'll patent pending is when you're waiting to patent it, but when they'll do this kind of lockdown with their patents, they'll make patents, and it'll happen like 5, 10, even 15 years before, and you'll never hear anything. Like right now, PlayStation's patents are like controller you can split in 2 and all this kind of shit, things like that, you know. And even one of them end up being the Portal. But right now Switch 2, they have one where it's like it's 2 switches stuck together, so they're trying to do a Switch 2 but it's like a giant DS, you know. We'll see about that. There's even talks of like foldable gaming handhelds, like foldable screens and stuff. That really never really checks out. They're still trying to get that off the ground, aren't there? There's foldable phones out there and they're kind of shite. Let's see. The Xbox are desperate to get a handheld out, but I think they're going to go the way they're going now, which is like, let's partner with ROG Ally and partner with Legion Go and partner with all that stuff, you know. It's not enough, in my opinion. It needs to be Xbox branded, Xbox everything, even if they got to deal with those, you know. But what they want is like they want Steam on everything. They want to partner with Steam. They want Game Pass on everything and Steam on everything. They want all the stores on everything. So they want like a handheld that can play the Xbox Game Pass and all Xbox games, but also Steam, Ubisoft Store, EA Play, and Rockstar, and all that stuff. You know, all this stuff sounds amazing 5 years ago. But in case you couldn't tell, there's a massive tear in the subscription bubble right now, and it's leaking air and funds very fast. Sounds like a little wet fart, you know? And that's what's happening. And they're all just trying to shove it with more money, and it's not working. I'm sorry, you fucking plebs of companies. You know what would work? If they would just lower all the prices. They're going in the wrong direction, as if they're looking at a mirrored version of their own stats. If you told people tomorrow that you could get a free month of Disney Plus or Netflix, and then the price, you know, with ads was like fucking $5 a month, people would flock. Like, honest to God, they would flock. There is no amount of things that people won't do to get away from ads. But if something's cheap enough, there's no amount of things that we won't put up with. Trust me. Alright, Wasserman's Arena, let's do that. Last dungeon. A game came out in 2020. Yesterday, Golf with your friends got a Legend of Olympus pack. Cool. We still play that, man. It's still fun. It's so good. It's just like golf pool kind of stuff, you know. It's a great. There's lots of carbon copies, isn't there? Baby, I don't really want to know if your mom's a hoe. I just want to ride. Baby. Sorry, who doesn't love the fucking Oasis? No one gives a shit. I don't give a shit. I couldn't give a shit. I couldn't believe people like falling over themselves trying to get tickets. Like I said, these guys will be pissing and moaning and fighting with each other before that gig ever happens. They're the most drama queen brothers you've ever met. Fucking bunch of 7-year-old minded whores. He stole my toy. Now Liam, we told you not to touch Noel's guitar. You're gonna put, it's like Step Brothers all over again. I put my balls on your guitar. And you want to pay these people? They should be paying you. I love the way this guy backs it up. Back it up. Now try and back it up, you little bitch. Back it up, back it up. Let me begin. Let me get in. Jump around. Jump around. You look like a clown. Video games. What's your guys' like favorite game you played this year? Doesn't matter if it's an old free-to-play game or whatever. I don't give a fuck. Smack-a-doo! I hate these guys. Never seen a mage just absolutely face value in the massive explosions. There's music down. The stakes are high. I can't reach them. She does this thing where she like gets stuck with the. She's supposed to be smacking the crap. That's like Cobalt King. She's supposed to be smacking the crack out of the jelly blob. As you can see, she kind of like glitches or something. She can't keep hitting it. Psych! That's what you get, mother. Oh, this guy got one off. Oh, excuse me. I'm trying to actually watch my health because I want to see how much health I get when I kill somebody. No, it's about like a block. That's not bad. I just don't. It won't help in bosses. Alright, are we done here, lads? For fuck's sake. Nice. Wasserman. I think we gotta get up here. Wasserman. What is a Wasserman? I don't know Austrian or Dutch. I don't know too many. We all have our own cool little lores and mythologies in our countries. It's cool. Like that. There's going to be an Italian mythology Souls-like coming up soon. Intro, the last song, whatever it's called. Got into a little bit of trouble with Xbox. Not answering emails, which I did not like to see. Apparently, Phil Spencer himself saw this on Twitter. It's a horrible place. Someone gonna get fired. I hope. Alright, talk to me, girl. If you're wondering how to get past the gate, try using the jelly blob. Jelly block. I'll do whatever I want, madam. Thank you. Oh, this one appears to have been here a while. Got the fast travel. Nice. Where was that chest off? How do you get out there? Get that chest. Zabble, zabble. Huh? What the fuck? Maybe we saw a chest on the way in. Yeah, I see health over there. It's just a matter of going all the way around. Probably. Oh, you thank you. No. Status. Crit damage up. Good, good. I would like to use that. The crits are nice. Jeez, we did like 1300 damage in one hit. We could probably break this game, I think. Like most things. Alright, last like official dungeon. Then there'll be like probably one more. Port makes my skin tingle like so many before. That this time it's different. This is it. Once I'm through, there's no coming back. Magic will disappear. There's not much time left. I should step inside. Step inside the blazer, blazer, blazer. Alright, let's do it. Do it now, do it good. Do it. Ain't no stopping me now. We're on the loose. Kick your caboose. What is a Wasserman? The Lasserman. It's the boss of this area, whatever it is. Maybe it's pronounced the Wasser. The Wasserman. Isn't W's usually V's in Deutsch? Like Wagner. Wagner. There you go, stop it now. Hot as balls. Hot as balls. Oh, look at this place. Sheesh. Looks like there might be some traps and stuff to get in there first. Wait, is this the camera angle? No. I was wondering what is going on over chain. What is that? He's got his own jelly blobs. How fucking dare! Oh, it's nope. Okay. Damn, they don't give a fuck. I break this. Should I trap it in the jelly? No. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. You got to trap it in the jelly. I'll trap you in the jelly. Ew. Alright, not gonna make this one easier, are they, huh? Do I have to try and make it back in time? I sense a great disturbance in the force. No, don't jump off. Crazy lady. Yes, now what? Shabam. That is. You call this difficult. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. Yo. Still gotta stop the bridge, you know? Hey, oh, watching for work. Oh, thank you, Val. You're too nice. Hope it goes quick today. Happy Friday to you. We gotta get together in game. I missed the old Val voice. Look at this guy. Holy shit. Wasserman. Watery pool dweller. I don't know. He kind of sounds like that guy in the pub who's always farting in the corner. And even though smoking's been banned, you can still smell him. Und Wasserman. And now what do? I climb on him? No, I can't do that. Let's see. Oh, I see. There's something there. We have to like, get to the heart of the problem. You see on his back there? Oh, it hit me that time. It didn't hit me the first time. Go on, shoot it. Oh, wait. It might still go in. No. Alright, stop trying to hit me and hit me. What the flippin' sauce are you meant to do there? Still hit me. Lord have mercy. The curse words are coming. Go. He's too slow. Huh. Maybe I can freeze his fist there or something? Dude, that's really obnoxious. No, I can't. He's taking all my MP. What? Oh no, this thing gives you MP. Fine. Ain't that nice? Yep, that's what you do. He's like, if I don't have enough MP, how are we supposed to do this, boss? See, you do this thing, right? You see, that fucking sucks. You do this thing where you can use MP as much as you want to solve a puzzle, which is super nice of them. But then when you're in combat, it's finite, so it's not too easy, you know? I get that. There's just one little problem with that, and that is I can't be solving a puzzle in combat like this. Like a do. Alright, what you got, boy? What's your phase 2? Gonna do some geriatric stuff. Oh fuck, I didn't even see that. No! Jeez, we almost died there. I can't, you can't jump in the game, you know? Alright, he's definitely not that hard at all. Compared to some other bosses now, friends. I think that wind broth was much harder. What's he gonna do now? Big ball of shite, okay. Oh, thanks for the mana, you dumbass. Now what's he doing? Raise me up. I ain't scared of your water, bastard man. How you gonna do? He's doing this shit. I don't know how to get away from this. Roll on through to the other side. But don't you run out of stamina? Just about. Alright. I dropped that fist, man. You look like King Atlantis with more wards. What are you doing now? No, he's like, I'm not giving up the goat. Yeah, that's cool though. Little Atlantean face or something. He's doing it. Ah, what the fuck hit me? Mom, he's doing it again. Goodbye, Wasserman. Nice. Now what happens? Is he like dead? Nah. That can't be it. Maybe? Dude, I think the wind broth was the hardest. The butterfly, because I couldn't see the direction I had to hit him. And then once you knock these wings down, you have to deal with all an actual boss now. He was cool. I don't think he's like the final boss or anything. You know what I mean? He's just this area. Best boss in terms of like spectacle was that basilisk. It's the hoverboard, it's cool. The best boss is a fight is the wind guy. Because I was like, this is a challenge. Yeah, challenge me. Me, my day of days. The Bay of Pigs. Oh, Resonant Sword 9. That actually might be stronger than your boy's sword because the Heartblade. No. Well, I still don't know what that means. Physical attack. Is it 96 up? I don't know what that means. That'd be 288. Don't know what it means, but I mean it. I think it's only 109, but it's raised up to 191 or something. I don't know. Don't get that one. It sounds like it's trying to tell you it's like, oh, we raised the stats because of your social standing. But is that the final stats or is that plus that? I don't know. Honestly, 2020. That's a good game. 2020. Thought that'd give us the coin. It didn't. One of these might lead to the coin. Let me see. One will be the finale. I think this is the coin. Commemorative coin. I definitely missed a few. Yes. Wasserman. Oh look, we can just go this way. Und Wasserman. Let's see what it says. Dazzling. Hold on, maybe I got all the coins. Let's read what the achievement says. Our achievement says. I got 30 out of 50. Oh, it just says 20 commemorative coins. And there's 25 dungeons, so you do the math. Bitch, do the math. What happened to that guy, baby no money? He hung out with some of the streamers and then disappeared off the face of his fanny. He had a bit of a fanny face. You know those guys where you're like, how are you 28? You can't grow a beard kind of thing, you know? He's a fanny face. And he's no chin. Can't grow a beard, can't grow a chin. I'm waiting for chin implants. I want to see all these people. Oh, this is the real boss. Hell to the yeah. I can't get in the water, can I? Maybe I can. Wasserman too? Oh, he's coming in there. He's like, fuck you. Think that was the end? Cool. Stomping Vagrant. Nice. So, typical Saturday night in Ireland. Bam. Gotta do better than that, Wasserman. Nice. I love when they give us the real motherfucking deal. Let's get in there. We're gonna fight a giant. Giant pussy. Ooh, way the wind blows. I don't wanna die. I think this vagrant's trying to kill me. Carry on. Can we make him stand still? There you go. You could just chill out, man. Chill out. We're all chilling out here. Look, it's a chill time. I'm gonna get some health back off these guys. Hit him with a little ghetto gospel. Now, why is this thing still chasing me? Like, oh my Lord Jesus on a Sunday evening, huh? It's hard to hit, man, because he'd be flying and shit. I can't hit him when he be flying and shit. Come here, you. See what I'm saying? They really pull out all the stops for the bosses. Like this and like that and like this and that. You just chill to the next episode. I think I seem to read a little bit every now and then about Stranger Things, right? I think the consensus is everybody's fucking done. I don't want the last season. Everyone's done. I'm sick of it, sick of waiting, sick of everything. Sick of 11, 12. It's kind of mad if you think about it, huh? Last fuck all time. Sheesh. Take a knee, my friend. Take a knee. Take some butterflies to the knee. Look at that damage. That's a baseball player, Joe DiMaggio, right there. That's how much damage I'm doing. I swear I come up with the stupidest fucking words sometimes. Oh, you fucking stupid. You tripped on a booger. Fell down beside her. Goodbye, Wasserman. Nice knowing you. Peace. That's how we do it. That was a good fight too. I'm glad they went back for seconds. Oh, see, it's nice to have a little challenge there without breaking the brain. I love it. I love everything about this game. I love it. Anything over there? No. Let's get the titty squash out here. Titty squash sauce. Everything tastes better when titty squashes. You know, whether it's like watermelons with whole melons. Everything tastes better when you titty squash it. Food tastes better when you put it all together with the titties. And let's see. Food loves my mayonnaise. Wasserman's, is that better than the one I have? Does it do anything else? AC recharge up. AC Slater. Hell yes. He always was a bit of a perv, wasn't he? God bless him. What does he do now? Presents dance shows. That's it. That's all she wrote. That's all she wrote. 25. Now, completionist. Oh my god, we got a trophy. Let's go back. See what happens for the finale. Are we gonna beat the shit out of this mayor? All magic go bye-bye. There was the secret 25th one, but I think we did that one. She didn't know about it. Currently bunching golden beets together, running back and forth. Ooh! What's golden beets? Golden beets. Go on, Val. Run, run. Don't trip and fall now. Golden beets. Roasted golden beets. They look fire. Look at you go. Yeah, they look nice. I love beets. We just call them beetroot over here. They're usually in a pickle jar. But golden beets look awesome. That's exactly what they are. They're just golden colored beets. They look like spuds. Wonder where they must be mainly in Canada, are they? Golden beets. Yummy. I never seen those before. We ain't got that down there, down there. We ain't got them here. Native to Mediterranean Atlantic coast of Europe. Huh? I ain't never seen them before. We only have the purple red beets or whatever they're called. Beetroot. Damn, I've never seen those before. Let's go. Did it taste the same? Are they sweeter or anything? Oh, it's Africa, so yeah, they're a bit lower than Ireland. Present since ancient times. Greater demand for the red varieties. It's true. What do they taste like? Probably just like a normal beet. Earthy, sweet flavor. Oh, they're a bit milder than a red beet. Yeah. It's hard to know what a normal beet tastes like because we constantly pickle them. You tend to only pickle them here. I didn't know. I always just thought beetroot. And then because they're in their own like pickle, the pickle juice is that red bloody color, you know. So we'd have them with salads and stuff. And you pour it onto the salad, and your lips, your tongue, your whole mouth would go that purpley red color, and so would the plate. I always like that. Beets benefits for females. Are they good? Rich in corrective and antioxidants. Yeah, may have anti-cancer properties. May anti-inflammatory. May lower blood pressure and heart disease risk. Pretty good superfood. I am the opposite. I have low blood pressure and I'm finding it hard to fix that. Apparently it's quite dangerous. Ain't no pill for that. My doctor's advice: eat poorly. Honest to God, he told me to eat more poorly. It will build up your blood pressure because of cholesterol and stuff. It's the stupidest advice I've ever heard. Anyway, I don't know up or down, got no sense of orientation. It's creepy, it's like the world is ending. Let's go finish this game. This has been an awesome ride. Not even sure I'm breathing. Am I breathing? Why am I breathing? It's awfully everything swells up at once. There's light from every angle, something that feels like vibrations or sounds. It's the origin. This is probably where the magic comes from. Maybe it'll talk to us. In a single moment it all bursts. Every nerve in my body is rapid firing, a white hot glare, incomprehensible and uniform. This is like that bit in Interstellar. Endless orchestra playing every possible piece of music all at once. Everything is so vast, unfathomable, grand and full. Uh-oh. She's staring at the great abyss, the unknowing void. Very dangerous. People fall into this when they're doing shrooms and acid and they're like, well, their brain is never the same. Oh, here's this magic blob person that visited us. I know you. It's a magic entity trying to communicate from the other side. Magic is an element. This is their best way of showing a physical entity. Look. No, no, no. Oh, it's too late, is it? We were so close. It's too late. It's gonna burst like a volcano. Oh, she's trying to protect us. That's so nice. No, we're still gonna have to deal with it. It's been corrupted by one. I wonder who. Oh. Image of me comes into focus. I'm Luisa. A lawyer was a lawyer. I'm a slayer. Have a body. This is me. It's aching. It's being carried somewhere. It's okay. Calm down. It's alright. Whoa, look at this place. It's been tore asunder. No, it really is the end time. Look at the sky. No, Hinterberg. Whoa. Don't worry, we'll save this place. We can rebuild. We have the technology. Just have to get rid of bitch tits. What the hell is going on with your hair? We've got a little bit of magic energy put onto it. I must find Mayor Wagner. I have to stop her. But I don't have to do it alone. Oh, you got magic hair now. This is probably like boost our attack with it. Cool. Oh no, Hinterberg. No. There's one thing, like, you think most people won't see the end of AAA games, and sometimes that's true. Let me tell you, people will not see the end of indie games. Indie games, because you either get them cheap, free, whatever, people have such a tendency to just go like, fuck it. Even I do it. I have like 70 games on Epic Store and I'll never fucking play any of them. Anyway, so indie games tend to be back burner, but most of them are on the shorter side. So you will see the end. Stay with them. This one's about, I think I put about 10 or 12 hours into this one. I ended up doing like a dungeon per stream, so that's why it's taken so long. But I did that on purpose because I was enjoying my time. But in yesterday's stream and today, we've done 4 dungeons each. So yeah, about 10 or 12 hours, which I think is perfect. Perfect. These kind of AA indie games are what's replacing the AA, like, you know, single player licensed games and single player FPSs of the 360 era, you know. It's just when you see those, you're like, but it was about this game or that game. You don't say the same about an indie game, but trust me, you are missing out. Play Dungeons of Hinterberg, play Flintlock, play The Plucky Squire, play all these lovely games. Hello peeps, how's it going? Judy, how you doing? Happy Friday, sir. Oh, sir. Have you seen any more from the Dead Space stuff? It looks great. Looks like everything we've ever wanted. All I ever wanted. Oh man, this town's gone to hell. This is a kick-ass indie game, Dungeons of Hinterberg. We're just about to finish it, so if you don't want spoilers. Pretty cool. It's a Zelda-like. So you got dungeons, you've got crazy monsters, you've got cool spells, you've got social elements, you've got everything you could ever want. I enjoyed it from beginning to end. You got freaking hoverboards. Yeah, baby. Set your enemies on fire with a hoverboard. Oh, mama. Well, that's so rad. What have you been playing yourself lately, huh? Did you get your hands on Space Marine 2? That seems like a very Jude type game. Grotesque, gore and violence areas. Maybe not. Are you excited for the new Mafia, the old country? Go back to the Sicilian hierarchy of the mafioso. It'll be really cool. Underbosses and soldiers. It'll be awesome. A lot of people won't understand that. Like, people are gonna go in thinking it's like, oh, it'll be like more old school Mafia. It'll be close to Mafia 1, but I don't see it being like Mafia 2. Mafia 2 is almost like Mafia Seinfeld. It's a comedy, you know, and it's a great game. Very little of it's Mafia. It's Joe and Vito's story. And it could easily be Seinfeld and George, you know. There's nothing wrong with that. The first game has got a good bit of Mafia stuff going on. Tommy Angelo. Obviously this prequel will probably end at the start with Tommy Angelo coming over. I'd bet my soul on it. It'll probably take place in the early 1900s. And then it'll end with World War I. Damn motherfucker, die. What you got, huh? You can swing that big tree trunk, it ain't gonna help you. You're still dumb as rocks. Come on, where's my crits? I'm using crit rate up, aren't I? There's a new Dead Space? No, what did I say? I meant to say Dead Rising. All attention towards Dead Rising, yeah. I guess I'm excited for the new Mafia. Yes. No signs of guns scoring again all the tree, no? What is that? What are that team up to anyway? They're just laying low. As long as they don't become like... Oh, 3 max HP, thank you. Once they don't become like a fucking Call of Duty study, you're okay. Oh shit, look, she does have magic, I told you. Crazy bitch. This damn mayor. Look, so it was an amplifier this whole time, the statue. She's been the one summoning the monsters, we knew it. What a bitch. What a bitch. Like I seen, there was a dev team, they joined up with Valve now, they're working like for Valve. I'm trying to remember who they are again. Shit, my brain's scrambled. A-lister, frankly, a big VIP, someone fitting the occasion. But you'll do. Alright, come on, see what you got. Look around, look at this destruction. Is this your new Hinterberg? You fool, she's gone mad. Don't concern yourself with that, I have to rebuild it in no time. Just a matter of finding the right personnel. Jesus. See, people don't appreciate how excruciating my work is. You're gone mad in the head, then it all gets dragged into the mud. Shut up. I haven't to convince every thick-headed hick to just don't get it. I'm finally past that stage. That smiley face and then that just scare me. Imagine your perfect holiday. No, no. She's like the face of corporations. Without all the magic. But still the insanity and the cruelty. Apparently due to some sort of contract there won't be any guns going in all these games anymore. What? What happened? It's like a mafia thing? Oh my god. It's like an amalgamation of all of them together. It's pretty cool. I guess this is our final boss. Mind you that you're a guest here. Wait a minute, is that? Yep. What's that in your hair? Uh-oh. We both have a little magic inside ourselves now, don't we? Come closer, let me see. Jesus, she's powerful. Let go. Devs and creators or something. Oh, that sucks. So hopefully they'll move on to something just as good. I wish them the best. Jesus. How are we going to break out of this? Please. We grab that sword or something? What the hell's going on with this guy? She's losing control of it, isn't she? Let's hope he squashes her. Yes! Thank you. Make her a cripple for all I care. Oh, damn. This thing is fucking insane. Wagner's creature. Twisted Gooey Golem. Nice. Have you tried some Twisted Gooey Golem lately? You already heard him that much. Let's go get him, big boss. Something tells me it's not just going to be as easy as just smacking the shit out. It's going to keep regrowing or something, isn't it? You almost have him dead already. Jesus. Whoa. Now, cool. Come on, Luisa, you can do this, girl. Let's save this little town. Damn, I can't get up. Nice. Round 1 though, right? Yeah, yeah. I knew that was too easy. Jesus. I love a wild hunt, twisted swarm of monsters. Let's go, bud. The wild hunt, what is this, Witcher? Gonna have to like freeze them, aren't I? What the fuck hit me? Ah. Oh, that's so hard. I can't lay down the block at the same time. Maybe I can use it to hide behind. Ah, now we're talking. Lay down the law. What the hell are we here for? If I can get him with some butterflies, can I? Oh. Oh, you sneaky bastard. Gotta be aware of stopping this guy. Just giving me all my mana back over and over is very kind. Oh, did that block him? That's right, come to me, motherfucker, I'm gonna destroy you. You shouldn't have stopped flying around. Now to finish you off once and for all. Oh, he's got like no hitbox. Son of a bitch, he's got like no hitbox. I was hitting nothing. Oh, I'm gonna squash you there though. Finish him. Nice. Back on uni on Friday the 13th. Ooh, dun dun dun. You got a little bit of time to yourself. Good, good, good. What you been playing yourself? There you go, Hinterberg back to normal as well. Don't you love a happy ending? Oh, shucks. Oh, look at this bitch. You put her over misery. She doesn't deserve jail. She doesn't deserve political asylum. She deserves an ass whooping. Oh, you want to go? Bring it. Oh, magic, go bye-bye. I'm sorry. It was never yours to control. You were merely a pawn. A little snack. Now you've abused magic long enough. It's time to end you. Oh shit. What's it doing? Oh god. Did we just get teleported? Oh, here come the pow-pow. Arrest her, officers, and please, no lube when you check those anal cavities. And I mean plural cavities. That bitch is such a fucking piece of shit, man. She got two asses. One coming out of her fucking mouth and the other coming out of her ass. Ass on ass on ass on ass on ass. Let's go talk to the magic spirits again. I feel myself I'm a creature with a wide-eyed gaze. I don't really like being in this place. It scares me. It's like getting a swirly in Chuck E. Cheese. Can't tell if it's water or if it's amphetamines. Alright, talk to me, spiritual doppelganger. Stare back at me, it's a strange feeling. Oh, you're peering into the eyes of creation, little girl. Try not to stare. It's very self-conscious. One wild animal negotiating with another. Stares everything, all my senses are heightened. Every twitch, every swirl carries meaning. Cuckoo. This is a dialogue, yes, a meeting of the mind. Telepathy. Energy. Exchange. Careful exposure of ourselves to each other, right? No nip slips though. Merely an exposure of energy. And there's a joy to it. I think if we ever do meet aliens, it'll be something closer to this. Like a light show. It won't be little green men. It'll merely be an exchange of energy. Hell yes. What we on the island called getting the dirt and nasty. Dungeons were never about sending a message we're supposed to act on. No, they're a code for something we were to translate. They've been sending us a message this whole time, and all we can do is beat our hands against a rock. Unka bunka. Get together to be in each other's presence, to react to each other. To play. To be at peace. Yin and yang. Acknowledge that our world is so vast and strange that our attempts to put it in tiny boxes and commoditize it is ridiculous and futile. Understand the pattern of magic appearing through the centuries. Yep, King Arthur. Make the world smaller, but all that volume never goes away. Nice, it's like dark matter, it's just floating around us. Is it real, is it fake? Oprah Winfrey, Ricky Lake. And I understand why it's enough for one person to finish every dungeon. Because they only act having a conversation. It's like a rival. Just start painting weird symbols on the wall. I think they already are. All that stuff in the background is probably their magical language. Which one's about OnlyFans? Shame old, shame old. Yeah, yeah. No worries. Still a bit of Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Oh. I like how it copied her form to try and appear familiar. It's like Annihilation. That's what'll happen. They'll end up always thinking it's aggressive when it's just merely trying to communicate. I'll miss that. Oh, time to pack up my things. What's done is done. One last television. Let's see what they say. News anchor. In the local news, Hinterberg's Mayor Karen Wagner was arrested last night after a wave of magic destruction devastated the village. The mayor only had time for a brief statement as the police escorted her away. My team and I did everything right. My lawyers are going to have a field day with all of you. Fake news, all of it. The incident has made international news with other places of magic such as Venice now questioning the safety of their own dungeons. Oh, we could go anywhere. While many of Hinterberg's residents are still in shock, the spirit here is anything but broken. Klaus, our community to rebuild Hinterberg will have its first session today. The long road, but if we learned anything, every hike starts at one resolute step. Up next, don't take the Pixel doll out of its original packaging. Analysts claim the little monsters could become the next collector craze. Oh god, here we go again. Beanie Babies. If we're putting off long enough, I should go check out. I don't want to leave Hinterberg. I don't want to close my eyes, cause I miss you, baby. I don't want to piss again. Look at this one. Look at those cheekbones. Some people you can just never tell what's really going on inside. She's one of them. She's a crazy bitch. All done. Have a safe journey. I'll give you 5 stars. Goodbye, Teresa. I'll miss Hinterberg. Thanks for everything. You're not get to say goodbye to everybody. I think she should stay here, help rebuild. Maybe we'll head off to Venice. Or they wanted to actually go to another place as well. Thank you for all that you've done. God knows what would have happened here without you. God knows. I know. Pepperidge Farm knows. Shame you have to leave. You're here for such a short time. I think it's been like 3 weeks. No. Promise I'll be back. Ah, sweet. See you soon, Teresa. God, bitch. Don't be so clingy. Let me go. She's just trying to secure that 5-star Yelp review, you know it. TripAdvisor. Trivago. Aw, the dog is here. Everybody's here. Are they going home too? What the fuck is going on? Even when I dream of poo, sweet poo could never do, I still poo. The time left before I have to board my train. Let's say goodbye to everybody. You touching my body? Our little pooch. I'll miss you, Mr. Pulse. You've kept me enlightened. The conversations we have. You came! I thought you wouldn't. I thought it'd be too hard for you. Here you are. You know that? You're the best. Little Alsatian with a heart of gold. I miss you too, buddy. Got me through some hard times. Oh, there's Hannah. Hell yeah, we had a little fling, didn't we? How'd you feel the moment you and Magic embraced? Like nothing I felt before, like my work was done. How'd you know about that? Oh, nothing like that in my life. Sense of grandness, of wonder, of deep connection. There was a sudden joy in the air. Everybody in Hinterberg must have felt it. Oh. What are you gonna do now? The magic is gone. Magic isn't gone. You have to understand that. The dungeons are gone. The spells are gone. Magic will always be a part of this world. Oh, there's some Disney shit right there, man. I swear to God. If you ever need a friend, I'll be right here. Nice. What if I need a friend with benefit? Our work here is done. I shall head for Venice. You coming along? Had enough slaying. Might rejoin you in the future, yeah. Game sells enough, maybe we'll make a sequel. Of course, take your rest, you deserve it. Thanks to you, we know that magic is not a threat to the world. It's for looking for an ambassador, a paragon. Yes, it's for looking for people in the shower. Yeah, they were talking about, where was it? Hastily as well, in the UK. So they could do like a cool, like, European thing. I'd be down for that. Little globe-trotting Dungeons of Europe or something. I could check out your mom's dungeon if she was willing, God rest her soul. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. She's a part-time lover and a full-time friend. Jumping in the coffin is the latest trend. Don't see what anyone says about depravity. See ya, how's it going? These were the little shithead teenagers. End up blowing the lid off everything. She was a whistleblower. Good team, you and I, weren't we? Solved the case, saved the village. You bet, Thea. Thank you. Thanks for that. Thanks for everything, actually. So long, Slayer. So long. Are these the only people that showed up because, like, of friendships? Damn. I feel disgusted with myself. Also, bye, bitches. So you're leaving. Yes, Klaus. I'll miss you the most. But I know you're the one stealing my pennies. I might come back. Maybe. Maybe. Nice. Is it wrong for someone to steal someone else's pennies? Is it wrong for them to leave their pennies out to be stolen? It's kind of an unwritten rule, you know? Oh, oh God. It's about that time of the stream when I lose all sense of self. Filters be gone. Honestly, I'm cancelable on a good day. Condemnable on another. I've thrown in my name for the next election. It's time I pulled myself together and use my voice around here. Dude, I thought you never shut up the whole game, but okay. You'll make a great mayor. You will. You will. Save the village, you really did. Yep. Honestly, from all my money spending, I probably did save it financially as well. Thank you, Luisa. Thanks for having me. It's a beautiful time. Oh, this has been a great game. All jokes aside, you know me, I gotta get jokey when things get a little bit sentimental. I swore I wouldn't cry. But now we're gonna head on this. It's been great. Dungeons of Hinterberg. Give it if you're needing that Zelda scratch and you don't have a Switch, Jesus Christ, you'd be doing yourself a disservice if you don't play this. It's been so fun. You can do better builds than me. You could make better friends than me. And I'll tell you one thing. You kick better ass than me. This has just been a little slice of this game. If I say goodbye to everyone, that's all I got. Goodbye, my lover. Hold up. Oh, Alex, I forgot about you. We had a little thing going on. That time when we fell out and you were addicted to magic. The time I caught you on the street sucking dick for some magic. I know how the day. I was the dick you were sucking. It was close, love. Took way too much time packing all my stuff. Oh, you're leaving? Thought you had a couple of vacation days left. I'm not spending them here. Always wanted to see Vienna, though. You're going to show me around, right? Oh, you're going back to her home village? Without being asked? Eesh, I don't know. What if she's like the town bike, you know? You never know. So, what are you waiting for? It'll be an adventure. It will. Man, I hope to do like DLC or sequel or something. I'll keep an eye on you, Microbird. You've done a wonderful job here. Wholesome, engaging, fun, a little bit of combat, a little bit of social element, not shoving anything down our throat. Just simple, good, clean fun. Great puzzles. As I said, a great puzzle is one that'll stump you a little bit, but easily you'll be able to work it out, you know? Ones that are just like, well, the developer is clearly smarter than the player. That kind of bullshit. Other games, Jonathan Blow looking at you, you bastard. They just drip of this kind of holier than thou bullshit. That's not a sign of a good puzzle. That's a sign of someone who probably bought like cliff notes of logic puzzles and where to find them kind of thing, you know. Fuck off. It's like a mathematician who just can't help but break everything down into maths. I'm like, okay, we get it. God, welcome. Be somebody different if you want. Make new experiences somewhere else, preferably far from home. Yeah, it's all about travel. Get out there and see the world. Takes a little time to adjust back to normal life. It's been good. Oh, she's staring right at us. My normal life can bite me. Yay, you're dead right. Let's keep slaying. Whatever come next, I'm never going back to it. Yeah, who wants to be a stinking lawyer anyway? Oh, are you okay? Oh, jeez, she still got the magic win in her. Nice. I thought she was having some kind of alcoholic withdrawal or something. And that's all that matters in a game. You're so right, dude. I agree. There you go, Dungeons of Hinterberg. That one was special. That one was special. What got me into it first was the art style, and then I saw the gameplay. I'm like, I'm in, I'm sold. An indie game is collaborative effort and labor of love. In this small team, many people wore many hats. Look at that, that's the size of the entire studio. Jesus Christ. 10, 12 people. And they had many hats. You got Ubisoft doing half an hour of the same shit. But that was Microbird, a little Austrian team that made something pretty special. As they said, a labor of love, a pure passion project, and I can see it in every ounce of the game. It is perfect. It is like pocket Zelda fun. Oh my god, I needed that more than you'll ever know. Thank you. Thank you. Special thanks to all these people. Aggro Crab helped out. That's great. Those are the guys who made Another Crab's Treasure. Another great indie game. Please play that one too. Actually, secretly the best Souls-like that's out this year. I know we got Black Myth Wukong and we got all these, but I'm telling you, Another Crab's Treasure is genius. All those other games are great, but they're also derivative of Elden Ring and Dark Souls. Whereas Another Crab's Treasure is like, let's take this, do something different. Okay, let's take this, do something different. They're like, Lies of P, let's mash Bloodborne and Sekiro together. And Black Myth Wukong is Sekiro and Bayonetta together. Everything's derivative of something else. But Jesus, if you don't try out and do something vastly different with that, then you're really just copying someone else's homework. These guys, they were cool. They did something really cool. I really enjoyed the magic, like, so clever. At first I'm like, oh, this looks really awkward. And then it was like, it has a exploration way of using it, you know, getting around. A way of traveling around. Then it had like a puzzle way of doing it. And then it had a combat way of doing it. Now, is that not the coolest magic ever? I haven't seen something so well implemented since the items in a Zelda game, you know? Really fucking cool. Great bosses as well. You know me, I'm a sucker for a boss. I thought that last boss, well, no, the one before that, the Wasserman, I thought that was going to be shite, and then they did a second one, and then Basilisk was amazing. Even the little tassel worm, who was just kind of a spongy boss, he was so fun. So fun. So yeah, here's the microbird. I'll keep an eye on you guys. You're on my list of fucking brilliant devs, indie devs to watch out for, because I know your next project is just going to be as special as this one. GG's. GG's. GG, nice job. Yeah, thank you. That was really special. You know me, I love my indie games. That one was very fun. Can I see how long it... I wonder... Some of them will tell you how long you've been playing, you know? Let me see. I think... Now, see, the problem with me is I'll just run around doing stuff and leave it on pause after a stream, so... My playtime is never indicative of everyone else's playtime. Sometimes. Let me see. Does it say here? No. That's okay. I still say it's around 10 to 12 hours. Done, job done. Got so many achievements at the end there. Stop Mayor Wagner. Completionist. Complete every dungeon. Found 20 coins. Uncovered Mayor Wagner's plan. Yeah. GG. That was fun. Thank you so much for coming through. I'm going to leave it there. Let's not overstay our welcome on a lovely end note. That was Dungeons of Hinterberg. Give it a shot. We'll be playing more Astrobot. We'll be playing more Black Myth Wukong. All going well. We'll see how the weekend is. We'll get a cheeky stream in there. Alright. Thank you for joining me. You guys are the fucking best. Look after yourselves. We have to do that giveaway as well. We'll do that another day. It's just timing got all messed up there at the end. But it's all good. No worries. It's coming. I didn't forget. No, wouldn't do that. Elliot, I'll talk to you in a bit, okay? Have a good night. Look after yourself.